Good day, all creatures of various challenge ratings, and welcome to Kingdom of Aldana, where today we explore the details of post-mortal employment in magicocratic societies? Magicratic? Mage-dominated societies. Let's go with that. Previously on our session, you guys have spent like three-fourths of the session just talking about what you should do before I came to you with facts and plans, and you're like, no, we should not do that, we should do something very different. And so, thus, you decided on pretty much your own, with merely the help of Lady Khazar, Salan, and Pipip, to travel to Shadowfell and assault the lost city of Neverwinter. Hopefully get your way inside and murder the target of the ritual, the creator of the ritual, or destroy whatever is necessary to uphold the ritual that might bring to the creation of a new god in Aldana. You have indeed made your way to the city, all buff. You've been working out for quite a while. And you've given Lady Khazar the opportunity to destroy the arcane barriers that surround the city, prohibiting entrance, which caused a lot of fireworks and light effects, and drew attention from the guardians of this city. So, you are currently in the southwest of the city, overlooking the split and intending to head further into the center of the city towards the towering ziggurat. As Khazar has mentioned, the process of breaking the barrier is going to take a while, and you can only hope that she will succeed sooner than the largest and most noticeable dangers, the cloud of insects or some other swarming creatures, will arrive to engage you in mortal combat. So a lot of you are, if I remember correctly, invisible, sitting upon the back of Leos, transformed into Kirin.
Yes, I am going to use my invisibility to keep. So first, Melora casts Pass Without Trace, then I cast invisibility on 4 of us, and Zardos has himself within this.
Yep.
Alright, that's gonna be very useful. I wasn't sure who casted what on who. Alright. So, you watch as Lady Khazar puts her hands against the barrier, just starts pouring immense amounts of arcane energy inside of it. It does not appear to be so much as a spell that she's using, as simply trying to overload it. Alright, that is good.
Music.
Yes. So, you see as her magic seems to penetrate and crack the barrier right in front of you, kind of dissolving and dissipating the layers that it consists of, like somebody sanding a glass ball. It's not broken, however, and although you have matched your timing very well, the swarm has already noticed you and is currently beelining right straight for your position. Lady Khazar continues with wonderful attempts at breaking the barrier, the second layer cracking and breaking as another minute passes. By now, the swarm has about leveled with the ziggurat, meaning that if she continues in this manner, you might make it into the city before it reaches you.
I mean,
Come on! Lady Khazar, DC 30, 3 for 3! Well done. And with that, you are momentarily deafened as the barrier crackles and breaks in an area immediately surrounding you, opening a gap wide enough for the lot of you to pass through. The barrier immediately begins repairing itself, and will most likely repair itself after a while, cutting off your path of retreat. But you are welcome to run inside and do whatever you want. The whole city is your oyster.
Fly, steed, fly!
I fly.
Alright. Yeah, you and get a word of encouragement from Salan as he kinda breaks off from your group and heads off in his own direction, carrying Pipip on his back. And Lady Khazar manages to give the Kirin a final, very encouraging slap on his glowy behind. Well, not glowy really, but shiny behind, as she seems preparing another spell. And as you are disappearing and moving away at a speed of 120 feet per round, you better keep moving, because that spell's gonna make some noise. And here comes my big question to you. What is your plan? What is the route you wish to take towards the ziggurat? What is the manner in which you are traveling? And any additional means you undertake remain hidden.
So question. The swarm is coming from the
Right.
like this.
Can you put us and them on the map?
Yeah,
Do we have a token for our beast?
yes, put a token for the beast onto the map. And can
Sorry,
somebody
our noble
give
steed.
me 400 long line?
Yes.
I don't think that's 8
meters.
Yes, no.
In feet. 1 second. I'll
120. So just give me 0.1.
Like this?
Yeah, all that. Yeah, good enough. So the swarm right now appears to be about there. It's approaching the split and was figuring its way around it as you made it into the city. Also, don't think. Do you not have a token for?
For the Kirin, not.
Have you made the BC? Yes, there it is.
Yeah.
1 moment.
There's probably a standard stat block that I can just pull in here.
No, he has a stat block. We're more about token for.
Yeah, but does that work? Let's check. No. Okay, I'm not the GM. I can't.
There
Otherwise, I would
is.
have pulled the hidden.
I can send you the if you. Here's a token for the Kirin.
I should have just.
Oh, that's a nice one too. Look at that mighty beast.
Just be. No. Yes. Yes. And you shall be this and be this. Do they have such low AC? Alright. Alright, here. You can use it Oh, because the character sheet, NPC character sheet. Wait. Hmm.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm
to
not sure
add
you input it correctly because you don't have AC and your hit points are wrong. Or maybe they rolled.
They probably
I'm not
roll.
sure.
I didn't add the formula for rolling.
Because it should be 152.
It should be 165.
Oh, because you no
I have
wait.
152. Yeah, correct.
Plus the temp, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's that. 152. Yeah, it's the temperature. It's the certain temperature
Yeah.
points. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, so long as we have it figured out. All right. Yeah. So you should be over there. There's a swarm, which is like I think 400, 300 meters away from you. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess the best plan. So it's heading in this direction, correct?
It is heading directly for you. Yes.
Yeah. So in that case, I would make a beeline like this.
One moment.
We are not trying to go for the middle because we know that the most dangerous shit is there, but we're gonna try and circumvent them. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Oh wow, that's impressive. Okay.
I hope our stealth rolls are gonna be impressive.
Yeah.
We forgot one buff.
Which
Wind
one?
walk.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you have it.
Yeah.
Very important. Yes, good.
Interesting. All right. All right. So can you show me? Okay, yeah, I see you've drawn. All right. So you want to
Stay above ground.
yes.
Except for crossing over this the split for a short second, but then stay on land for a while and let the swarm pass by first.
All right.
Yeah, and see if that works.
Okay. All right. In that case, I would like you, the Kirin, to make me a stealth check. Plus 10.
For full key.
Kieran.
Roll of the day.
Natural 20, yeah.
19.
19. Interesting.
They're just
Very
insects.
interesting.
They don't notice stuff, right? That's how this works.
Okay. Second. I don't remember if somewhere over here. See. No. I think 0, 1200. 1200 feet. Wait. Am I using kilometers? Yes. Meters. 360. 150. All right. So you basically, yeah, you managed to make your way over there. However, as you are going through that area, you notice that the swarm has changed its heading. And it was in the split, and it is still in the split as it has made its way down there. But somewhere while you were flying over the split, it began moving in your direction. Although it does appear to be significantly slower than you are.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to judge. How much slower is it than we are?
Make me a perception check.
I'd gladly.
Can't. More.
My passive perception
and
is...
make me an intelligence check.
Oh, that's high. Okay. Yeah, shit roll.
Alright. You can't judge exact movement, for the swarm is currently heavily obscured by the split, but you figure out you should be at least twice as fast as they are.
And then, in that case, I am gonna relay that. We can make quite a bit of headway, but if we don't lose them on the way, they will catch up in a little bit once we're at the ziggurat.
Try to lose them first.
Try and lose them in the city, maybe.
Yeah.
Alright.
Flying low.
So let's say at this point another thing happens as a series of loud and large explosions happen about where the barrier was broken. But what is your next move?
If I remember correctly, the streets aren't usually on the, at least on the lower, on the smaller streets, not wide enough for a Kieran.
I mean, so long as you aren't trying to squeeze between like buildings, trying to get into like inner courtyards, you can squeeze, because even a 15-foot wide Kirin can squeeze in a 10-foot alley. It just slows you down.
Okay.
Main roads will be between 15 and 20 feet.
Okay.
So it's more a question of if you want to be lying down the main road or you want to try quietly squeeze through hidden alleys.
Do we see any movement from here in the city?
Make me a perception check as a Kirin. Because you have Kirin stats, right? For Anthropomorph. Okay.
23.
Alright. Once again, you're a bit too far away to see any details. Well, you're not that far away. But even in this empty space, you kind of have occasionally dodge groups of low-level undead, primarily zombies, who are just shambling about, seemingly wandering aimlessly. They represent more danger in terms of if you hit them, they're gonna notice you, rather than them actually noticing you. None of them pay any attention to you passing by, or maybe it doesn't register. And you see from your current approach that the streets of the city are quite full with similarly shambling and roaming undead. In other words, imagine Left 4 Dead while the zombies are not spooked. So you can pass through, and if you're careful enough, you might be able to pass through unnoticed, especially since you're invisible. But if you do get noticed,
that's a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Get it.
One good news: we're still in fantasy world. There are no cars, so no car alarms.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess the direction would be to head straight upwards towards the city, like into towards the streets, and try to hide in the city from the swarm.
All right. In that case, are you going like full speed, right?
Can I sneak fly?
You can try. It will slow you down. Basically, technically, if you want to be able to use stealth, you should slow down to 2/3 of your speed, which is still a lot.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be what, 90, 80 feet.
Yeah, 80 feet. Yeah,
It still should keep you faster than the swarm, though.
I'll give it a try.
Alright, good to know. Now make me another stealth check.
Pure dex. 26.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
You slow down, and it seems to help, as moving at such a high speed as 120 feet per round seemed to have been rising quite a trail of dust and dirt in your wake in this desolate, dried out city. And slowing down has allowed you to move without raising this trail. You do see the, so basically like move, what is it? 800 15 meters. Move like 250 upwards, 250 meters.
That would be about there.
Alright. Yeah, and you notice that the swarm has made it basically out of the split and was hovering in your last known location. Well, you assume your last known location, seemingly not quite able to pick up on your movement. By now you are within the city, and you have managed to avoid bumping into any large group of zombies or disturbing them. But as you are making it further into the city, you notice that the density of corpses on the street increases, as does the density of the aerial surveillance, with the bats, as you're making close to the ziggurat, not just flying up through the sky, but also perching on top of buildings and roaming through the streets, and occasionally even sitting resting on top of an occasional shambling zombie. Here in the streets, you have more choices to make. Do you continue your way atop the Kirin? Do you disembark and move on foot? And do you try to sneak past the corpses, or do you send out one of you ahead to basically one-hit KO the occasional zombie and use that to speed up your progress? Oh, any other things you can come up with?
As the expert of sneaking that I am, I will sit this one out.
I personally am for sticking together.
Yeah, same. I'd rather go a bit slower. I mean, it's not that far anyway.
Well, the problem about continuing trying to purely sneak is not so much it's gonna slow. Well, it is gonna slow you down, but it is gonna slow you down by increasing the route you need to travel. Because if you wanna make a turn right and you see like 3 zombies in a narrow alley, you can't go there because Kirin is going to disturb them. If you send somebody to kill them, which at your level is just gonna happen, then you can make it through, but you send somebody to kill them.
It costs way too much resources. Can't we just fly a little higher?
You can try, but once again, that's a risk.
Wait a little bit for, because the swarm is probably gonna redirect once it can't notice us anymore and sees the explosions, or it might at least. And
yeah, I'm
try sneaking and going above if something comes in the way.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the bats that they don't rely necessarily on sight.
They definitely won't once they're close enough.
Yeah. So my approach would be, my suggestion would be, I fly up a bit, so I avoid the walking creatures, but we fly closer to the roofs, and we try to avoid all bats that we see, if that is possible, and give them a wide berth, even though it may slow us down a bit.
Alright, but you are still traveling on top of the killing, right?
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, for your next move, and you are trying to beeline for the ziggurat, right? Huh?
Yes.
If there is,
by
if
the way,
there's,
yeah.
too many bats in the way, I would try to like head up north first, and then find another passage where we have a better opening. But generally, the main direction is to the ziggurat.
No. Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah. So it's like 1.5. Yeah, because like just saying ziggurat is not like as big as the markers on the map. It doesn't actually spread over the fissure, but it is still pretty big. Okay, yeah. In that case, make me another stealth check for this next move of yours. You're once again trying to move quietly and at a slower pace.
Good roll. Oh, yes. 32.
It makes
Nice.
me extremely disappointed.
Very good.
Right?
Good shit, man. Good roll. Also, this level 2 spell is insane. Plus 10 is just incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. All right. So, what was it? I said. Let's use that, please. 40. Please. Let's say basically take about this path, making a bit of a detour through the city, but you indeed managed to successfully make your way past all of the zombies. By now you notice that yes, the swarm has once again changed its movement and seems to be going straight for the break in the barrier, from where you see and hear more distraction happening. From your current spot, you can see that no, it's all right. Yeah. From your current spot, you see that at some point the buildings kind of like end, and the riverbank, or what used to be riverbank, begins. It has heavily crumbled along with some of the buildings that were built along it, and ground and the buildings have kind of fallen into the fissure that has been created, which creates a rather steep descent down into the ravine, which is currently mostly covered by shadows and low fog. But if you were to follow the topography of the river, you would come upon the great mound or hill of what looks like bleached humanoid remains, which serves as a foundation for the ziggurat itself.
Oh, that's nasty.
From your close approach and with a really good perception of some of you, you see that the ziggurat itself seems to be more of a very short stalked mushroom in shape rather than just a pyramid, with a stalk rooted deeply into this mound, going, I'm not sure how deep, and by foot climbing up that hill, climbing up that mound and towards the stalk seems to be the only approach a ground-bound creature would have to take. The pillar of green light is emanating directly from the center of the ziggurat and rising into the grey skies of the Shadowfell. The surface itself of the ziggurat seems to be made of lattice work of similarly white, grey, bleached material. Has arcs of green magic akin to lightning, arcing and traveling over that lattice work, occasionally striking into the air around it. Flying towards it would be another way of approaching it, though especially Yura seem have a very strong feeling coming close to those arcing magical discharges would be very dangerous, especially if you are yourself a conductor of magical energy. Be like a magnet. But you could risk it and try to fly directly towards the ziggurat. Or you could try and to the swarm of bats encircling the airspace around it. Or you could once again try the low ground, try to descend into the fissure, into the riverbed, and make your way covertly over the mound and towards the stalk of the ziggurat. And just for reference, when I'm saying dangerous level of magic, we're talking this is channeling a god creation ritual levels of dangerous magic.
Oh, so not that bad.
Like a
so
2
let's
on a
try
scale from
one.
1 to 10.
Actually, make me an arcana check,
Sure.
just to see how accurate you are in your prediction.
Well,
17.
very.
17.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, you're not sure if it's just gonna hurt very much, or vaporize you, or do something worse.
I think we should take the longer route. Even if there are some other dangers, I feel like this one here is the most likely to just get rid of us in one swoop. So, long way,
Safe way.
safe way.
There's no safe way!
Safest.
Safer way.
Least dangerous.
Let's go with least immediately dangerous.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, so I'm just gonna put away the map of the city streets that I have spent way too much time making. So I thought you might fight on the streets. I made a
Well, maybe later.
400 feet square map. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Same move. Everybody sitting on top of the Kirin, quietly hovering at a slower pace. Right? Alright. In that case, please make me, hopefully, the last stealth check to make it down
Just
into the
Kirin?
fissure. Just a Kirin. You're not doing anything. You're helping by being quiet and
15.
providing
That shit.
what is called pass without trace. That's good. Alright. You descend quietly into the darkness and the quiet of the fissure. The lower you go, the more it feels akin to going underwater, as the shadows seem to deepen and darken and solidify around you. The split was pretty deep, going beyond just the original riverbed. You find yourself in a relatively narrow canyon, littered with rock formations and remains of destroyed landscape. Thankfully, it appears to be completely empty of any zombies or otherwise shambling undead. Well, correction, you do occasionally stumble upon a destroyed corpse of one that must have fallen in here, but nothing rising or moving as you pass by.
Man, even they don't want to be here.
And with that thought, you understand why they may not want to be here, as you seem to have found yourself in a deeper part of the Shadowfell. A dark, black, inky shadow detaches itself from the ambience of the place. As it turns towards you and unfurls, an eldritch iris opens in the center of this black shadow. Purple eye staring right at you. As tendrils of shadows, 1, 2, 5, 10 of them unfurl from its surface. Treading behind a cord of blackness, it streaks towards you, intent to drag you from whence it came. Small shadows detach from the walls around you. I'd like you to roll initiative as I move you to yet another map.
I don't want to fight another beholder. Emo holder.
Ah, that's shit. Immobile.
Oh, nice rolls, guys. Nice. Yeah, you have advantage, right? Nice.
Okay, I'll
So minus
need
12.
you. I'll need.
Nah, you don't need that many enemies.
I'll
One is
need
fine.
you.
We've had one beholder, yes. What about a second beholder?
Apparently. No. I thought we were done with this.
Okay.
I mean, it can't be worse than Oko, right?
I mean, it's called a one-eyed god for a reason. It has 10.
This. Yep. This will be good. And let's drag you onto the map over here to the right side of the map. Nope.
Oh, it is an Emo beholder.
This is a creature that is coming towards you. It does indeed look like a dark, distorted beholder, taken over, corrupted, and changed by the shadow.
Are all the eyes the same color?
Yes,
Ooh, this thing is fucking cool. Holy shit.
yes.
Yeah. Do we recognize these shadowy figures?
They feel
Low-level evil spirits. Please put yourself on the map. You're gonna be approaching from the right.
sweet.
Kieran.
And one that I should roll yet more initiative.
The
Isn't that
Kieran
too
should be
small?
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one moment. Yes, I mean it's not big enough. Just let me sort out my notes for. I had prepared a lot, and I need to sort through it. That's interesting. Put you here, and that one.
Are these like in understanding the terrain? Are these pillars or are these going downwards? Actually,
No. Basically, the darker the map, the deeper down you are. The pillars
Okay.
all go up and basically take every what's it called?
every level.
Every level as +5 feet. Yeah. I've tried my best to apply color correction to make the map properly contrasted and Shadowfell feeling, but I'm not sure how well it worked. Alright, okay, I need to rewrite my initiative because you guys didn't roll as well as I hoped you'd roll. Okay, Kirin 8. Alright.
Also, we're all invisible. Don't forget.
Zardos +7. No. Oh, no, wait. Yes. It's 9. Team 9. And. Sure. 8. Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay. So. We switch the music. The shadows of the spirits. I may need to make it slightly quieter.
Accidental.
What? So with that, the spirits beeline towards you. And let me see. No. Sure, why not? And they are gonna use their action to summon specters. Wait, where are they? Here we are, spectre. Creating lesser shadows in front of themselves. Melora, it is your turn.
Do they see us? 'Cause I'm a little confused.
They
We're all
don't
invisible.
seem to see you, but they are aware of your presence.
Should have showered before.
Kinda.
I'm gonna play it safe I'm holding my action. If it looks like our group, are going to fight, then I will cast Shillelagh on my.
I think.
Shillelagh is the bonus action. You cannot hold that. And if you hold a spell, that will reveal yourself because you have to cast it to hold it.
Yeah.
Can I just choose to pass on my turn then?
Sure, I mean, I know you can take dodge action or something.
Oh, how am I gonna dodge on a Kieran?
I don't know.
Let it hit
But you
else.
can.
Yeah, just bob and weave just in
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold the dodge action, or I'll hold the dodge. There,
You take a dodge
Hold.
action.
the dodge action. Yes.
Alright, sure. Trigger, anything you're doing? Let me roll initiative factors. Oh, how interesting.
Equipping the. I don't know if it breaks invisibility though.
No.
Equipping weapons.
No.
Can you-
If you it's now only attacking or casting a spell.
I mean, it technically creates more sound, but you're pretty sure you failed the stealth check anyway.
Yeah, I'll be wearing the Aldana shield on my back, but not activate it, and the normal shield as a normal shield.
Okay.
So if I need to activate it to ready to flight, so it's already equipped.
Oh, I see. You can do one or the other because it takes an action to change stuff.
I'll
think he
equip
was
both of
saying
them on the
that's his
same
setup.
arm. And
No, it doesn't work like
No,
this.
okay. I'll put the shield, Aldana shield on the back.
Alright.
That's my action.
Okay. Okay. Zardes?
Yeah. Gonna. Looks like things are getting. If they're attacking, then I'll hold an attack to if they start attacking us.
Okay. What do you hold? Just an attack action?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a reminder, if you hold an attack action, you can attack only once.
Yeah.
Alright. At the end of your turn, let's call it Shadow Beholder, seems to bob slightly in its place as its iris seems to contract and it lets out a screeching, soul-rendering wail.
Excellent.
I need everyone, none of you are deafened, so everyone, to make a Constitution saving throw. Thankfully, you are within Trago's aura of protection.
24.
27.
22.
Good on you, and I'm missing somebody. Lotus, I think. Why so many
19.
cool monsters target Constitution?
It's Constitution Wisdom. That's the most used one.
You also rolled so. I mean, yeah, it was pretty high rolls. Alright, well, good for you. Because
Half
you.
of them were below 10.
Yeah,
More.
I mean, but you have huge modifiers and
Yeah, so the rolls.
another plus from Trago. I mean, some of them are good. Lewis rolled high. Trago rolled high. Alright. Yeah, despite the debilitating effect it should have on you, it does not seem to take hold. And none of you suffer from, well, anything. Which puts us, Rasim, at your turn.
I'm doing nothing.
Are we behind?
Dodging.
I'm taking. I mean, the dodge action makes sense, I guess, but other than that, no. I mean, we are already invisible, so this is only gonna get us advantage in dex saves.
Yeah, are we behind these rocks here? Between have the rocks between us and
yes,
it?
yes.
Okay.
If you want to travel on ground level, you need to navigate around rocks. Otherwise, you need to go up and down and, well, fly or whatever. Also, just put yourselves on... I mean, if you put yourself on the king, he won't be able to move. So, yeah, let's just pretend that you're on top of him. Because it is your turn, Lips.
Yeah, question. Would I fit through down here?
You can... Wait, Kirin is... Let me adjust advanced.
Much bigger.
It is
Yeah.
one level bigger. It is, if I remember correctly, this big.
Yeah.
So you can squeeze through a space that, if I remember correctly, is one size smaller than you.
Okay.
So you can squeeze through 10 foot. But basically, you'll have to like fly a bit up, and then you'll be able to go through. Yeah.
Okay. Can I? So I'm not sure about the ruling here. Can I try to sneakily get away? Use my action to hide and
You can
move
try. Sure.
out? Okay. Then, yeah, that's gonna be my action.
Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
13.
30, yes, boys.
Okay.
Nice roll.
Yeah.
Alright.
And yeah, essentially, I'm trying to use my sneaky movement
Yeah.
to get through here.
Yeah, draw me your travel path.
So I would go until here and take cover behind the stone.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to go a bit lower because you want to go around the ghosts,
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, that seems comparable to my. He should be the. You can put yourself onto him now. You should be able to see yourself. Yeah, that seems to be concurrent with my calculation of how far you need to go. All right. Yeah. That's the end of your turn.
Just a question: does anything happen while I move through there? Like opportunity attacks or something?
No. If you're invisible, there can be no opportunity attacks.
Can I? So that was 90 feet of my movement.
Maybe a little more with squeezing or so? Or flying
Yeah.
higher?
Well,
Or would you say that was my entire movement? I would.
you
define
can
that.
move. Like, if we're
So I
counting
started
from the
from-
front of your talking, you can move another 20 feet.
Okay. Well, in that case, actually no. In that case, I would stay there because there's cover.
Alright. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, let's put everybody on your back. First, let's go like this. So, at the end of your turn, the Shadow Beholder is going to float in this direction and stare straight at you.
Motherfucker.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
We can dash next turn.
As an action, it's going to target you, and I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw, Leos.
Is it a magical effect?
No.
10.
14.
No, 14.
14,
14.
yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be a fail. What dice I need? I wasn't sure where you guys are going, so I didn't set up any dice clusters. I'm gonna do it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Whatever. Okay. That's a very high roll. Six. This is a very low roll. 30. Okay, you take 40 points of necrotic damage as
40?
40, 40, because you failed. As your like glittering scales start blackening and darkening, and your no, never mind that. That's a different effect. Why do they name different effects with same names? It's so confusing. Alright. And that's it. That's all it does on its turn. Which puts us at the turn of the ghosts, who are going to turn around and start howling in your direction. It's these ones. They are slower. Go up. And yeah, it's just gonna go up. And that puts it up the ground. So does this one. And they're going to try to seek you, but I'm not gonna roll because I can't roll beats that. So they're just gonna use their... no, they're just gonna stand there. And then the bigger ghosties are gonna go... I guess rejoin the big floaty boy. However, they still cannot see you. But it can see you, which means they can attack you at disadvantage. Alright. That's gonna be 2 attacks coming at Leos at disadvantage.
It makes very little sense to me, to be quite honest. It makes much more sense for them, because he's the only thing that's stealthed, right? They don't know where he is. It's looking in our direction, and there
You
are 4 of
are
us
making
on its back that are not
very heavy assumptions about the connections they have to the glowy eyeballs that can see you.
I mean, I'm allowed to try and argue, right? Am
Yes.
I not? That's
Yes.
what I'm doing.
But
That's all.
you
It's
are
not working, that's all.
underestimating my...
The power.
Yes, the power. Alright, in any case, the first attack is merely 11 to hit, which I'm pretty sure is a complete miss.
Yep.
And the second one is even worse, because they are low-level ghosts, as I have said, meaning that both of their claws not so much as miss you as the pure energy of good that surrounds and infuses your scales seems to reflect them, which puts us at Melora's turn. And at the start of your turn, Melora, you feel your life essence being drained away as you take 10 points of necrotic damage.
What's hitting us?
Nothing. You just feel sick in your stomach.
Not even a save.
No save.
Yep, just being too close.
That is a good guess. Sometimes, if you stare too long into the Shadowfell stares back at you. Literally.
With a big eye.
With a big ass eye. So what do you do?
I still don't know if we're gonna fight or not, so I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Alright. Did you take the damage? Because I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I took it off of the
Alright.
temporary. We got the
Okay.
temporary.
Yeah. Makes sense. Alright, Trigger, it is your turn. And a few things happen. First thing, or like second thing, you take 12 points of necrotic damage. And
I do?
Yes. Because
Everyone will.
your light is being snuffed out by the pure negative energy of where you currently are.
Okay. 12 points?
Yes.
So I still have one temporary hit point.
Yeah, but before that happens, at the end of Milor's turn, one of the eye stalks of this creature gonna whip around, target Leos in his Kirin form, and release a beam of cold energy. And disadvantage, obviously.
Is this a magical effect? That
That is a magical effect, yes. Would you like to
Yeah.
counterspell it?
I can't counterspell, no?
Let's ask him.
No.
This is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. You take 10, 20, 22 points of cold damage. Halved to 11, yes. So 11 points of cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
And Trega, you can take a turn.
Okay, I equip the other shield. The shield of many faces.
Okay, alright, so you have a shield on your back and a shield on your arm. Alright, good.
Yeah.
Alright, at the end of your turn, that's not within range. So another eye stalk is gonna target Julius once again. No, wait, I can't do that. Never mind that. I was miscalculating my stuff. So nothing happens, but you, Zardos, at the start of your turn, take 9 points of necrotic damage. What do you do?
I'm just waiting with, I guess, dodge action. Since it seems like we're just pushing through.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Rasim, you take 11. What do you do? Right, you take 5.
I am going to. Quick question. My thing is not an attack and it is not a spell. My healing bonus action. So
Yes.
I can heal without breaking invisibility, correct?
Your ancestor will be visible, but wait, you mean the touch of thingy?
Yeah, the very heavy
Yes,
touch thing.
yes. You can do
Yeah,
it.
so I'll just
It is not a
do
spell.
the-
It is not a thing.
Exactly, so I'm just gonna touch down on the Kirin and shoot him 15 points of healing as I roll crap.
You regain no hit points, as a pure positive energy is dissipated.
Nice way to find out.
Anything else you wanna do?
For my action, I'm dodging.
All right, Leos.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And
And
it is your
I'm
turn.
gonna dash, full dash, 240 feet. Get the fuck away from that thing.
Let's see. Yep. That gets you out of range of everything I can throw at you. And if you continue doing that, I cannot catch you. So that's the end of it.
I would slow
Wait,
down and go.
Let me
go
end the
into-
horrible music.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Let's go to slightly less horrible music.
Oh, this is much more comfortable. Yes. I would go into sneaking mode again, so slow down a bit, but so I can be more quiet.
Alright. Wanna say something? Anybody wants to say something? Anything? No?
I'm back. What I miss?
Oh, we're out of danger. I just got us the fuck out of there.
Nice. How much is your dash?
240 feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
can
just
someone
really high
cast-
speeds.
Can someone cast haste on me?
Passed without a
Do-
traces.
Do we have haste?
Oh yeah.
We do,
Ooh.
but we don't need it at the moment.
Nah, we don't need it.
Alright guys, how do you sneak into the city? Sneak? We don't sneak, we haste!
Can we actually?
Sonic boom.
I'm like, alright, so you gain 10,000 experience from zombies that died from the sonic boom.
Yeah, so we're in this how do you call it? Not like a valley, but
You are here. Canyon,
Ravine.
yeah.
yeah, okay. So I guess in that case we're gonna continue upwards towards the ziggurat
Alright.
and try to look out for anything that resembles the same creatures that we saw before, and
I would like
try to be
study
sneaky.
I would like to study the shadows to see if they resemble that in any way somewhere.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout from now on.
Trigo, I tried healing him, and the heal didn't happen when we were close to that creature.
Oh.
So it's not sure if it's the creature or the
Or
surrounding.
this rift, but probably the
Yeah.
creature. But we know.
Okay. Wait, it did, but it didn't. Can
Didn't heal
you
at
do
all.
that without breaking invisibility?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah,
long.
not a
So
spell.
can I lay on hands with breaking invisibility?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to heal you with 1 point just to see if it works. Now that we're far away from the.
You regain 1 hit point.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you another. Ooh, you've been like beaten up. Should like 40 do it?
Yeah,
hit
pretty
points?
much.
Okay,
Why is there someone
Well,
else?
so in total 41, I guess.
Yeah, that brings me just. I'm missing 1 hit point, but that's okay.
Okay, here, take another one.
Sure. Okay, in that case, I'm back to full now, excluding the temporary hit points which have faded.
And today I learned a lesson in level design where I should take a hint from Devil May Cry, where whenever you reach a fight arena, it is closed with like barriers that you can't pass through. Would have been very appropriate for this encounter, but whatever. You gain no experience for this.
We actually sneaked.
We successfully snuck past
Yeah.
an encounter.
We did not engage in combat.
Technically, we already failed because we
No,
had
no, no.
already won a counter.
No, don't take this away from us.
Okay, yeah, we
It
totally
was
won.
successful.
Yeah, totally successful.
Wait. No, I don't see an achievement popping up. No. Alright. Yeah. So you wanna continue in the same manner, but being
Yeah.
very wary
Yeah,
of the things that make you tired and wary.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
I'm keeping the setup, by the way, with the Face of Many Shields equipped and the Shield of Aldana ready to pop up when I need.
Sure. In that case, whoever is on the lookout, make me perception checks.
No.
Everyone.
22.
Just because I love
8.
Oh, sorry. Is it still 22? Yeah.
24.
Nice.
Oh, comes Zardos.
Strong 9.
Still
better
lower
than me.
expectations for you,
Alright.
Zardos. Much lower.
And make me your
here to make you feel better.
next stealth check.
25.
Okay.
Good.
Good. So you continue down the ravine. This time you notice a specific and especially nasty bit of shadow from far enough, especially as you see a glint of purple eyeball inside. And by the way, let me try to remember. Trega and Melora and Zardos. Make me intelligence check. And Leos actually as well.
Just a straight intelligence.
Yes.
Do I make it with advantage?
Every
Yes.
Damn!
17.
2.
Actually, that's a pretty good roll.
24 and a 23. Good job, guys.
Ah,
Good
alright.
rolls.
As you're passing by, the four of you, and especially Trega and Melora, think. We've seen them before. We fought one in Ascelets. We killed it there. And the second one we killed when we were fighting through it.
Where was the first one? I didn't hear
Oh.
because you were cut off.
The first one, well, technically both of them were in Ascelets,
In Arlet's
in
village.
Aras's village, and you killed one of them there. And the second one you killed while fighting through it. The two
Oh, the-
white eyeballs.
Yeah.
Oh.
The floaty little guys.
Yes.
But they're like
Evolved.
shadowy versions of
Yep.
that, or is it okay?
Yep.
The emo version.
So, well,
You know,
don't
if
wanna
you
fight them.
get your death keys to Shadowfell and do something specific at night, it evolves to an Umbreon.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
it's a Pokemon.
Very cool.
Basically, yeah.
So what you're telling me is that the crystal, this dark crystal, is essentially transformation stones that we can use to
Level up.
for evolving into new creatures.
Which Dark Crystal are you talking about?
The one in Arles's village, the
Oh.
the dark one that
No.
speaks to people.
It wasn't that. It's completely
Okay.
Alright, and you do successfully make your way past the second one of these things, and you find yourselves, after a trip that was much shorter than anyone could have expected, standing in front of the mound that creates a foundation of the ziggurat. The naturally formed stairs leading about 100 feet upwards, whereupon the structure itself begins. What do you do?
Do we see any obvious obstacles ahead, or is it a straight path?
I mean, it's slippery,
Okay.
especially when
but
wet.
not like that. In the path, there are these arcane surges or whatever.
No,
Okay.
if you're coming from below, no.
Okay, that's cool. I guess sneak up.
Huh?
Sneaky, sneak.
You hover above the mound, and well, it's been a while since Neverwinter has disappeared. And Neverwinter was a pretty big city. Not as big as Crimson or Nebo, but it was a pretty big city. A lot of people. And you seem to be seeing some of them. And not just seeing, smelling. It appears, thankfully, that the Shadowfell has some sort of preservation effect on the undead. As despite, at the very least, months that have passed since the disappearance of the city and the ritual that you, Zardos, have not been a part of, the bodies have not decayed all that much. But it also appears that the city has been under this dome for many months, making their musky, stale, stinky. In these circumstances, the ability to hover above the corpses seems to be pretty nice.
Very nice.
As you ascend the first 100 feet and find yourselves at the foundation of the ziggurat, where an actual staircase made of bleached bones begins and leads upward into what looks like a pillared gallery. And the first floor of the ziggurat You
Is
can
this something?
ascend the staircase, which goes through the center, I guess you could say. Well, not quite through the center, but under the umbrella of the ziggurat. Or you could once again try and fly around it and try to go inside through the arcane charge latticework. Or you could come up with your own way that I have not.
Is this something that Kairos built?
As far
Like,
as
are
I
we
know,
gonna
this
find Barrett?
Hopefully.
Or your sister?
well, as far as I know, this was not part of the city before I left. I think the city may have landed here on top of this thing and split.
It does have a bit of the resemblance of the aesthetics that your father did like. Corpses.
Yeah, true. I'm sure he didn't object to it.
So, how do we want to get up there?
I think flying up there is too dangerous. I don't want to hit those arcane things.
Come on.
The arcane mines.
Have you, you know,
I
have
know
you,
the bug zapper.
you uncovered my evil inspiration for this. Right.
I don't want to fly through the TPK zone.
So, do we climb the stairs like normal people? That climb
Or just-
stairs. Got a boat?
Just
hover
hover.
along them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
normal people.
and try to remain quiet and unseen.
Walking upstairs like peasants? I don't think so.
Alright. So, you do that. Just roll me one more stealth check, just for reference.
That was the wrong sheet. It's the Kieran. Come on, good roll.
Ooh,
31.
Alright. Wonderful. And with this, you quite easily and swiftly make your way up the rather wide stairs, or rather above them, and enter the insides of the ziggurat. You quickly catch your breath sight of what you see. Not so much dangerous as simply something you might choose to avoid. You stare upon about 100-something foot wide space with multiple pillars supporting the ceiling and the upper half of the ziggurat. As you can see, the green lightning dancing around the outer of those pillars and the outer surface of the ziggurat. Directly ahead of you, in the center of this level, lies thick pillar with an opening directed towards you. The floor itself seems to be somewhat densely populated by the low-level undead that have maybe found their way here or were here that couldn't make it out. But it has quite a lot of the zombies. I'm gonna show it to you in just a moment.
Does the pillar in the center, like, it goes... Like, is it a pillar? Is it a shaft?
It looks like a shaft, yeah. A pillar shaft. Shafty pillar.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Shafty pillar.
Let's go with this. Let's put here. And let's go right. And let's grab it. Center. All right. You see the following.
Ooh.
Sweet. Fuck.
It's all very blurry still.
Yeah, it might take a while to load for you. I'll try and refresh it.
Okay.
It's somewhat
so,
hefty.
so that thing in the middle, that's the where we can see an entrance, right?
Yes. You are over here. No, wait. You won't be able to see that. You are over here. You ascended those pillars, and the lightning basically cracks all around there, surroundings. And yeah, directly ahead of you is the Shafty pillar, as we have so aptly dubbed it. Shafty pillar.
It leads upwards.
You are not sure. I mean, there's a stair leading into it, but you're not sure. There also seems to be some sort of sign engraved in the stone above the entrance, but it is not.
Not discernible from here.
You can try and discern it.
I mean, I do have very good vision. in
You
the
do
darkness,
have it.
but
So
I'll just try to see what I can see from here. Because the last time I got closer than 30 feet to one, it felt real bad.
yeah, make me a perception check.
Come on, dices. 22.
2. The script is not in an easily. Does not appear to be modern common, and from this distance, it's not big enough. Even with
I mean,
your
it speaks
22.
a lot of languages.
Sure.
Okay, just because you said modern common, that's why.
I'm not saying you can't read it. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
it's not like
We
it
are-
says beer in 4 large letters with a glowing red.
This isn't the bar? What?
We must have made a bad turn at some point.
So we're here, right?
Yes. The sign says girls and wine.
And we can talk freely since we can communicate telepathically. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna use my own telepathy because I can.
Ah, yeah, of course.
Don't need your stinking telepathy.
Fuck your magic.
Yeah. Talking telepathy normally like
So-
peasants.
Divine telepathy.
I have. So the question is, this might be a good point where we transform into clouds and shoot for the shaft, because then we have 300 feet movement speed and we can be.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, we can just penetrate the shaft.
Yes, and ascend
Squirt
like
up
a
the
cloud
shaft.
of white oblong creatures that you are, yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
But I
there's.
mean, we can do that invisibly. So
Yeah, but I also want to say that I still have a couple of buffs to dish out, and I don't know when the best moment for that would be.
I don't think now. Unless we. Does any of them. The thing is.
It's all
it'll-
spells.
Huh?
It's spells. It will definitely break invisibility.
Yes, and the thing is, then we'll definitely need to recast afterwards, at least to get you back into an invisible state. And you are not very conspicuous.
He is not conspicuous at all.
Also, I'm worried about that sigil. If it's a dispelling one, we are going to quite immediately drop into the middle of all of them.
Yeah, I didn't hear the giggling, that's why I wasn't sure if you're here.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that we could take care of all of them. But
Also, Leos, make me an intelligence check, because your character might remember what you most likely not remember.
7.
Okay? You are not remembering it. You are still breathing heavily after your mad dash down the ravine.
Well, dispelling would be bad because that would also kick me out of my farm.
it depends on how powerful it is. But yes, it might.
Yeah, it might also be, I don't know, a mass-powered kill or something.
Definitely that.
That would be a waste. Now, Area of Effect Disintegrate, that sounds like...
That sounds like a great spell.
Can we just spell it?
Or it could be a mass, like, polymorph, and then you fall into pit with, like, laser beams, that each laser beam is a disintegrate ray.
Hmm.
So it's a sigil on the above the door, not just the sign.
The sigil is inside of the shaft. The sign is like above the entrance to the shaft, which is like 10 by 10 arched pathway.
Or do we try and eliminate all that's here?
I don't know how much AoE we have though.
Yeah, I guess you don't need to make it all. You're pretty sure that most of these are really low level on that.
I mean,
Yeah,
if we kite them properly, it might be one fireball for the majority of them.
We'll get the tank, quarter them up here, like put a skull mark over there, and then once we do that, mages start casting blizzard.
I don't think we can dispel it from here, not without gathering their attention away.
I mean, what?
I have a way to test it that'll draw some attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's a low-level spell, but quite effective.
I mean, if we're trying to get something to go off, could
Yes.
just
Send a familiar towards it.
yeah.
Thinking the same thing.
I mean, won't cost any magic to
No.
do that. So
I'm gonna quickly scan the room. Does any creature obviously look like it has a ranged attack, like it's wearing a weapon, for example, that's a bow or
Sure, make me a
something?
perception check.
Oh, 22.
No, that's an actual one! The few of the, like, most of the undead appear to be like basic people that have turned into zombies. A few of them do look like guards who have additional weaponry, but you have not met zombies that use ranged weaponry. They are usually not agile enough for that. You have no idea how skeletons can do that, but somehow they can.
Let's see if this does anything. But it might give them an alert, so be
Should
ready.
we transform into clouds beforehand then?
I can't do it once I am transformed.
Okay.
Can be the sacrifice. Can be not transformed and you'll be eaten by zombies.
I would fit through there, right? If I squeeze.
In healing form, alone, yes.
Okay.
Because you'll basically need to turn 15-15 creature into a 10-by-10 creature and bring that to somebody on your back. You'll basically have to like curl up a little bit.
How about we see if the sigil reacts?
Sure. Ooh. What if... out of character, didn't we encounter a wall of force at some point? What if it's a wall of
Yes.
force and we just crash into it?
Again, that's
So
what we're
we'll
trying to
see.
test here.
That's why we'll get a lot if we have some flying into it.
You gonna use yours or should I use mine?
Sure, I'll start. And I will take a couple of steps back so I'm not in visible
Mhm.
range for them. And then I will use, I think it's an action to resummon a familiar.
Mhm.
And the beautiful little owl,
Mhm.
as they all are, as all familiars are.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell it telepathically to fly up these stairs and straight for the pillar in the middle where there's a sigil above.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll peek on over as it starts flying towards it.
The little owl does that. And it does gather some attention from the zombies, but they're not fast enough to catch it or have an attention span long enough to pursue it. It flies directly into the shaft, and you're looking through it, right?
I guess, yeah.
Alright. And
Firstly, I was mostly worried about what it does when it flies close to the door, but that doesn't seem to trigger anything.
No? Are you looking through it or not?
Yes, I would like to.
One, if as the owl flies closer, you might be able to read the sign better, but you have sent it deep inside, as you have said, into the shaft.
I said flying towards the sigil.
Oh, alright,
It's
sure,
a little
okay.
fast, but
Okay, okay.
I mean, I can still re-give it new orders, right? I'm in its sight and I can talk to it with.
Yeah, sure.
So I would like to, take a look at that sigil since it doesn't seem to be
Alright.
affecting the bird.
Make an intelligence check.
Arcana or intelligence?
Intelligence.
15.
Alright. You read the script. It is written in common. It is just not modern common. It is pretty archaic. And you recognize it from some of the old books you read. It just from a distance, the script was a bit too ineligible to read easily. But the sign reads, "Only the pure may enter."
Yeah, right. In this place?
I'm gonna recite that telepathically.
All right, so should we all go
only
back? Because I'm pretty
pure
sure...
may enter.
I think none of us are really pure in any sense.
What is that? I'm sure we
Maybe
can do that.
means pure by
Totally.
shadow standard.
Sorry, again, you cut out a bit at the end.
Sorry. Maybe it means pure by evil stick, purely evil.
Yes. I agree, pure can be used in many different ways here.
I think it means for the vessel.
Let me
Could
see.
this be an old temple that has been recycled by them? And it's just like something...
What temple made
Ancient?
from bone is going to be about?
No, I mean the sigil thing, that it has been
Maybe.
something, a part of Neverwinter. Does it mean anything to you, Zardos?
So as far as I know, this whole ziggurat wasn't here.
All right. I personally think that Zardos should go in, and if he cannot pass, I think we can pass, and if he can pass, we should turn around.
Yeah, just leave. No, different question, Dan.
Yes.
would I, like, looking at this and at this reading from any book that I have read in the past, maybe get a sense of what of if this might be recycled from some other place?
Make a religion check.
A religion and not history.
Yes.
Can I assist in that?
Are you proficient in religion?
The Kieran is, yes.
Sure.
What the hell?
You can roll your own.
Okay, 18.
It is a pretty common phrase that is repeated in one form or another in any religion. And as you've assumed, it can mean many things. It could, yes, indeed mean pure of heart. It could mean pure of belief. It could even be as mundane as you must have cleansed yourself literally to enter this place. But a lot of religions and deities require a certain form of purification or being before entrance is allowed.
I will have the owl fly on in closer to the circle sigils on the floor to get an idea of what they might mean.
But it is actually in the shaft, right?
Now it's flying into the shaft,
Yeah,
yes, to look at these things. And
First
also to
things
maybe
first,
get wrecked by purity.
it is not a shaft. It is a chamber. It is a small 10 by 10 cylindrical chamber. On the ceiling, as on the floor, is the same sigil. And as you come closer, it is definitely a magical circle. What it means, you'll need to figure out, and from a rather comfortable position as one zombie that was kinda stuck inside of the shaft is taking very deep interest in your owl, and it cannot catch it, but it is certainly restricting your movement.
Okay, so I'm at disadvantage basically, right? What is this? I'm gonna try and see what these things on the floor and the ceiling mean.
Go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna check.
Okay. Ah, bitch ass. Shit rule.
Let's see, disadvantage. It is magic. 100% magic. Once again, the script is old enough that you don't quite recognize its intent. On the other hand, your owl has had nothing happen to it, so...
How bad can it be, right?
I mean, it could be coded to only attack, specific types of creatures, but your owl is fine. The zombie is fine. I'm so stupid. I'm like... I've came up with so many encounters that you have just avoided. I should have just placed more doors in front of you.
Yeah, it's always the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always just doors and everything will
Because like a fight is like either you fight or you run. But a door could be anything.
Yep.
It might be not even a door. It could be a window.
Yeah, they cause the most slowdowns. And...
The
Yeah.
unknown is much more dangerous than any fight.
Alright. Anyway.
I can't tell what it's doing or what the circle is meant to be. It's hard to say from here. But I think we might need to get in there, and it's a room with a ceiling and the floor, so we're not gonna rush past anything if we're a cloud in there.
So some kind of teleport deal, maybe.
Might be. Maybe disintegration chamber.
This was an old temple that practiced... I'm not sure how it's called in English, but the rite for social suicide. But you can just go into the disintegration chamber. That's it.
Yep.
Question, just from my understanding, so I didn't get this wrong. This floor that we are on, this is not the top, right? This is
No.
a room within, like, the ground floor of the
Yes.
ziggurat.
Yes. And obviously, like, this room is not the whole width of the ziggurat. The whole ziggurat is like about 100 meters wide, which is like about 300 feet on average. And the room is only like 120 feet wide, so it's just, you know, like empty space inside of the ziggurat. Yeah, 30 feet.
I think we might want to fight our way through this.
Or we could go back, fly out, or upwards, try our way best there.
See if there's another entrance further up.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is none. We
Also, the
might-
barrier might come into play.
And
The
the
stairs
bats.
lead directly here, right?
Yes. Like, if somebody was going on foot, this seems to be the only possible entrance into the ziggurat. Which doesn't mean much in a world of magic, but
No.
at the very least, such is the nature of the construction.
We need to make a choice. Either fight this, I think this is manageable.
It's manageable for sure.
Or we
But it's a lot
try.
of resources.
It's not that much. But
That's
the
fine,
other
so-
the other option is that we fly upwards, and we don't know what's happening if we go through there. What I know is if we fight those things, we're gonna kill them, and some of us might expend a spell slot or two, and that's it.
Yeah, but all the backup that's gonna come.
That's the
Yeah.
if we make too much light, that's the part I'm worried about too, yes.
Yeah, we could just invisibly walk towards it and
How high is
I
this
don't know,
room?
About 10 feet.
Not very.
Definitely, like, with zombie inside and another zombie in the doorway, Kieran is not getting inside.
yeah, those two
Like-
zombies.
You could
Pretty
sneak
much-
inside in like groups of 2, maybe 3.
Is the room is not big enough to hold all of us together, right?
In human form, you can fit inside.
So do we want to just try to sneak in? Possibly only taking out those 2.
I don't know what I'm thinking about this.
I think the thing is, if we start the fight on our terms from the beginning, it's much easier to hit loads of them without anything going for us. If we are in the middle of them, it's gonna be quite a bit harder.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about the fight. I'm worried about what that room is, and entering it.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some sort of teleporter, something that moves us to the next floor or to another room where we can proceed. What I'm thinking is if we start a fight here, we will finish it. That will not be a problem. But light is a problem, and we might not be able to trigger it. The let's call it the elevator to death.
And if we go outside, there's no guarantee there's a entrance.
Yeah, I mean the energy has to go in somewhere, does it? But might not want to go through there. I say we try our best here and see
I agree.
where it takes us. Worst case scenario, if all goes to shit, we get out.
Also, taking down one of the pillars just for like messing up the ritual might be nice. Because it's glowing in green, right? Well,
Like
it seems like
actually, like this, you can. No, I'm not showing you. Like if you look through those pillars, you can kind of see, like the top more than half of the ziggurat and the foundation are kind of separated and held together by those pillars, like a temple. And you can, if you look between the pillars, can see the outside of the ziggurat, and yeah, those pillars are there are a lot of them all the way to the edges of the ziggurat, and you can see those arcane lightning dancing between those pillars and discharging and going somewhere. So walking through outside of the current map is a really dangerous idea if you want to. Sure, I just don't have a map for it. But yeah.
I think that's pretty much decided, isn't it? Question is, how do we start this? How do we actually go through them in combat, in melee range, and try to create as little light as possible?
I mean, once I turn on my spear, it's starting like if I fight in melee and turn on, I automatically emit light.
Yeah, but I mean, you could also throw fireballs into this.
Which also emits light.
Yeah. So in the end, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna create light.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I only have one darkness spell to try to counter that. So.
But that's not very big, right? It's like a 20 feet, 30 feet radius.
Yeah.
Well, I could also create
Although
an area of silence.
It seems more of a hindrance to us than to the zombie.
No, actually, I
mean, I could put darkness on like Trago and just let him go.
Since I have foresight, I just roll straight rolls.
Yeah.
I see perfectly in all forms of darkness. It doesn't matter to me. If the darkness is on, I can still guide us.
Нет.
Saying that'd be a way for Trago to fight in melee without shedding light.
Dan, I have
Yes.
a question. Can I fight with Sun Warrior without him turning on? Without
Yeah,
getting a light?
you don't have you don't have your extra radiant damage, obviously, because
Okay.
you basically
Radiant
need to activate it to
Yeah,
have the radiant damage. Also, as you remember, you also have extra radiant damage from being a paladin. But if I remember correctly, you don't have to trigger that damage. It's more like you can. Divine Smite. I mean, it doesn't say that you don't have. It doesn't say that you can turn it off, but I mean, if you want to do less damage, exchange for no light, sure, I'm fine with that. Basically. But yeah, you're gonna lose quite a bit of damage. Basically, gonna lose d6 plus d8.
Yeah.
Plus, well, Radiant is good when you fight Undead, generally.
I like the idea of casting darkness on Trago and let him slice through them.
Well,
you can cast
it's
it on
stationary.
No, I can cast it on objects that you can cover to hide the darkness for a moment and uncover to darken it up again. Let the
Hilarious.
light just,
As the light bringer, I will be the darkness.
just turn it on and off as you go. Just cover it up, right? Let it go.
I can guide you from here, Trigo.
All right.
I will be able to see the entire room.
Or we just blast through. Okay. If we create light, I mean, if we don't get out of this room quickly, with light or without light, it doesn't matter. So why don't we just make sure that we have enough time as possible and make sure that we do this quick?
Do you want to try just to beeline towards the center? Like,
I'm
the
gonna have
objective
to.
is
I'm gonna have to go into a cloud form anyway to pass through that thing. Not sure if I can fit.
going to start now.
Yes.
Like, the objective is not killing all the zombies on this floor. The objective is going straight through that and get to the.
And killing whatever comes towards us
Yeah.
as we go through.
And
Yeah, I
we
think-
can hold the door from inside without issue with 2 people.
Yeah.
What if one of us uses a light spell to create a diversion over on the other side to pull the attention of the undead and everything over there?
Left 4 Dead style.
I don't think these here are the issue. The issue is what the light is going to attract. But once
Right,
in
but-
here.
Right, but if it attracts them over to one point, fantastic.
It means attracting things that aren't in here from outside.
Does
Well-
does the pillar touch the ceiling?
Yes, yeah. I mean, the thing here is also pretty low, like 10 feet.
Okay, so it's essentially from floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be an
like
elevator.
basically, like imagine like 2 pieces of ziggurat, and the pillars are just like, like supporting it like this.
Mm.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
I say we put darkness on ourselves and we.
All right, then there's a question. If we want to get in there as quickly as possible, it would make sense for me to transform into
Go now.
a cloud.
Cloud.
Yes,
Okay.
we'll wait for that. We cast darkness, and everyone listen to my voice as we walk on forwards.
1
go inside.
minute later.
Zardos,
Yeah,
Emil,
but-
Laura, and me in the back.
Yeah, I will start to transform into the wind walk.
Alright.
Yeah,
So-
I'll take out a dagger and put darkness on that when we're ready.
How long does darkness last?
A minute? 10 minutes? Don't know. I guess it's 10, but I
10.
don't know.
I think so, yeah, 10.
Zardos, tell me
Makes
when
sense.
to disable. To snuff the light.
Yep.
Let's
So yeah,
go.
as soon as we're ready, then yeah.
And so the 4 of us are gonna move in as just in the cover of darkness, and I will let people know if someone approaches
Alright.
or if anything is coming towards us, and I'm telling them where to move since we just need to move straight forward, and that's our plan for moving straight
Okay.
forward. We can attack inside it.
Sure. Let's say everyone except.
I have a question.
Yes.
Wind walk doesn't really say much
Mhm.
about what kind of state my body is in. It doesn't say that I could stay within the space of someone else. It also doesn't say
No.
that my size changes. So is this even applicable for this situation?
You
would
are
have
a
like a-
big gas cloud.
What else does it have in there?
Well, what I could do alternatively is just cast a gaseous form on myself.
Let me
Yeah,
check.
that's it. Yeah, that one works.
Does it not have anything about squeezing into spaces?
No, it doesn't.
What the fuck?
Gaseous form
Yeah,
has.
they usually do. Yeah, I know gaseous form does. I guess
It doesn't
that one
even have
doesn't.
anything about resistances. No, wait, it does have. What
Yeah, it
resistance?
does.
Gaseous form. Huh. It says gaseous form, but only in the like flavor-esque part. That's weird, honestly, but okay.
Gaseous form would be more convenient for what you intend here.
I guess let's go. with
Aside
that.
from being much slower. But yeah, you could easily fit wherever you want with it.
How slow are you with that?
10
Half
feet.
speed?
10 feet.
Ah, not
10
half
feet.
speed.
I mean, it's like 3 rounds of movement.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot of time.
I could also dash
Yeah,
there
dash.
and then use it and then move into it. If we're
Okay.
gonna make a shitload of noise anyway, I might as well cast a spell. And we're gonna break invisibility anyway, right?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
see.
it might end up happening, yeah.
Okay, well in that case, you all
For
sit on
most
my
of you.
back. I dash forward to the space, like right in front of it. Then you get in there, kill as much as you can. Anything that stands in my way, I turn into gaseous form, and then in there. Any other suggestions?
I don't think anybody's listening to you, we're just watching Celium.
Yeah.
Lock his cat outside.
Listen, there was a stink bug, and if those get into the room, it's horrible.
Yeah, but why did you lock the cat outside?
She has a cat door. She has a cat
Oh, okay.
stairway out there. It's okay.
Alright,
You can
so
walk
what's
up
your
there.
plan?
Lucas just said it.
I didn't
yeah.
listen.
Can we ride in there on your back?
No.
So we can't be on you. I think it's just you dash on in, cast. All of this sucks. Fucking doors. Dan, why do you put doors in front of it?
Yeah, oh, by the way, under that weird phrase, there was a smaller sign that reads like, maximum limit 9 people, do not put large creature into the shaft.
Weight capacities.
Question. Did we see anything written in the glittering halls? I just want to find out if this might be like a mechanical elevator.
Yes, but it was written in completely different languages.
Oh, okay.
It was written in Slavic, basically, which only Trego was able to read.
Okay.
Well, kinda read.
Alright, so Lise is just gonna fly in gaseous form while we walk up.
Yeah, should we put our stuff on the map?
I have no idea what you're doing. I'm just sitting here, listening, waiting for you guys to have a plan and being quietly happy that you are being slow enough that I'm back on the timetable.
All right. Everybody just fucking dashes for the door. I will be there and start casting the spell when I'm close to it, because it does make sense to do it otherwise.
Sure, go for it.
If I start from here, that is like 55 or 55 feet to get like right in front of it, and then I could use transform. Cast a spell, and then on my next turn move into it, and then
Sounds
I
good.
can sneak into your
Let's go.
pockets.
Let's do that. Let's go.
Okay.
Are we still going with the darkness thing, or
Yeah, I think for when you're inevitably gonna have to fight some of them.
Yeah, when
it's-
we're
it's
blocked,
nice.
then.
Yeah.
But till then, keep your invisibility up.
I mean, can you just crawl into our pockets now? We carried as a cloud, guess.
He does guess.
No.
Kinda,
Put
kinda
him in a
cus-
canister or something.
You want to cuddle into the bag of holding? You don't need air, right? When you're a cloud.
How well technically I can survive in the bag of holding for
Oh god.
how long?
I think it's yeah.
The
It's
Constitution's modifier,
It's
I
a lot
think,
of
in minutes.
Yeah, so you have 3 minutes.
Dad's like, I'm so disappointed in you.
Alright.
guys."
Fuck this shit. We're gonna take a break. If by the end of the break you don't have a plan, Zizigras is gonna just collapse on top of you.
Okay. See
We
you in the
do have
future.
a plan. We're
And we're back. Alright. Lasses, whatever. What do you do?
Well, first put your tokens on the board.
Yeah,
Oh.
good idea.
I have all my tokens on the board.
Just one quick question. Fuck. I can't pass through here unless the undead is gone, right?
Yes. I mean, you can wait, it will be gone eventually.
Isn't that a squeeze?
It is a squeeze, yeah. Yeah, I guess you can.
I mean, it's a 10-foot squeeze.
Okay.
So you go first.
Yeah, so the plan is I dash forward, essentially. So in theory, this is just theory. I move until there and then transform
How
into a
about
fast
you just do the plan and we'll see where it goes?
cloud. Okay. I
You?
ask everyone to get off my back. I'm trying to do
Get off my back! I need you to get all the way off my back!
because I'm now going to dash forward and essentially try to get until there. And
In
I do
Kirin
have-
shape.
Yeah, in Kirin. shape.
Invisible Kirin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that once I'm there, I'm gonna cast gaseous form on myself, and that is the end of my turn.
And now we, as a group,
We'll run forward invisibly, dashing towards the
dashing.
entrance.
so we can dash 60
Um.
feet. So yeah, that's about there. But
We're
we
all
have
trying to get in there, basically.
we have a gaseous Kyrian in the middle. I don't know if that counts.
Shouldn't be in our way, right?
Sure. Alright, yeah, fuck it. Let's say you do all of that. And you are invisible, so nobody really can do much about it.
Yes.
So, in front of the entrance, Kirin becomes a cloud of golden fart and joins the party.
Let Laura further in, please. She needs to be inside.
She needs to be like here.
I don't
mean,
think she can get there in one turn.
You
Trigger,
think
move one up.
really?
Like two.
Yeah, she would have been
I mean, really
probably
generous.
right here.
Well, I don't care about it. I don't care. I don't care. Stop. You are in a small room with a very agitated zombie. It's the first owl he has seen in a couple months, and he is super excited about it. So you're in the room. Nothing happens. The job doesn't light up. Nothing activates. What do you do? I'm primarily asking Dragon or Sim, and I guess Milor and Zardos because you're standing right next to another zombie who's kind of like stomped against the entrance.
Okay, and I am just gonna try and see more about the circle, since now maybe the owl is being hindered by him. I'll try and get a little closer to get an idea of what this might do. If I can. I don't know.
You're
if I
trying to investigate the.
can. Yeah. To see if I can
Sure.
figure out what it should do.
Give me an investigation check.
Not Arcana? Okay.
Ugh.
I mean,
Yes,
it doesn't
Arcana.
matter. It's only a 15 either way. Same roll.
Only
So
15.
should roll again. Fucking.
Funnily enough, you like go. Fuck! How didn't I understand that? It's so easy. Must be the script. You prepare to share your knowledge with your friends, but you're invisible, not stealthed.
Yeah, I know we're rolling initiative, right?
Roll initiative.
That was the plan all along here.
I don't know what your plan was. You had like 10 of them, and none of them work.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
advantage.
that's a fair one too.
I should have. Nah.
That is a good advantage right there.
Yeah, you can immediately smash the zombie. to
Alright, sure.
pieces.
Let's say big zombie, armed zombie, dog zombie, horse zombie. Write you guys down. Oh, that's a much better initiative. Lotus 22. Trego. Trego, Telego and Mililla. Lol D20.
Oh, what? Me? Ah.
Yes.
Can't default to let him go first.
No. That's not how this game works. That's not how this game works.
16.
Alright.
I guess I go first.
Trigger 20, Milora 20. What do we have next?
Actually, like
Kidding.
going after, because then she can heal me if I'm down, and then I can take my action. But
10,
sure.
8. And let's see, zombies.
No, it's actually better that you take your turn first. You can kill both zombies. She can move in.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Zombie.
We can block the entrance if
That's,
one zombie's out of the way with Stardust. And the gaseous
Armored
thingy can come on
zombie.
in.
We're trying to 300 this room.
Probably. Well, if the room itself is a piece of garbage, we might as well also try to, I don't know, get back. Then we need to kill everyone in here to get back out, because they're gonna follow us otherwise, which would be shit.
I mean, this is probably like Trigger without his helmet activated.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's interesting roll. Minus.
Oh no, this is the fight where Dan rolls individual initiatives for everyone.
We must have angered him greatly.
Fuck. Why did you roll so close to each other?
I don't know.
What, you mean the initiative?
Yes.
We all decided on a number beforehand, and then we rolled that number.
I mean, less work for me. I'm not gonna separate zombies in different groups because they rolled the same turn, and yeah, so fuck it. All right. Oh yeah, Zardes, my man, you're going first, obviously. I mean, why wouldn't you?
My man.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go ahead and take out the dagger and put darkness on the blade. So stand there in the doorway.
Alright. Sure. How much is 15? 15. Yeah. Let me. Alright, yo. Should be able to see.
Someone's really mad outside.
Yeah, sounds real mad about it. Alright, Trigger. You are enveloped in darkness. You can't see shit!
It's fine. But I'm in darkness, so I can.
Yes.
So I can take out Sun Warrior alive
Yes.
and try to kill the zombie that's in the room.
Yes. Straight roll.
So that's a straight.
It's gonna be a really hard one. Just on roll a natural one.
Alright.
16?
16. The poor zombie who was just moments earlier very excitedly chasing an owl is punctured by a spear, and you can feel him struggling on its tip. He's a sturdy boy, he's still alive.
Oh, he's still alive. Okay. Yeah, I'll attack him again. 14.
You miss.
How?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the only one.
That's the only one. I'm gonna.
It's like
move-
Draco's rolling like me. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here.
Alright.
For in the meanwhile. Can I?
Hmm?
I don't know if turning on and off Sun Warrior is a bonus action. Or
No, it's
a
nothing.
free action.
It's, yeah. It's, you speak.
Okay, so yeah, turn it off. Like just on my turns, I'll turn it on and then I'll turn it off.
I'm
turning it off.
Alright, sure.
Yeah.
Melora, it's your turn.
Weirdest thing if I were a Jedi.
You are in darkness, you don't see anything, but there is a zombie right next to you because your nose tells you so. And your memory.
Right, we're no longer invisible, correct?
You are still invisible. I think.
I'm not.
Etrog is not.
You have
Yeah,
advantage on your first attack, technically. Also because...
No, it's a straight roll.
No, she's invisible.
Yes, but she also has disadvantage, and
Yeah, no,
it doesn't
that's
matter
why I
how
just
many
mean-
she has.
I just mean to balance.
Can you please not confuse her?
Right. I guess I'll do bonus action Shillelagh on my staff, and I'll smack the zombie that I think is right now.
Alright, go for it.
That's to hit. Did it hit?
Yes, that hits. It's a zombie.
Alright, I hope I got this right.
Yep.
Oh, the
With the
macros got it. Okay.
Used it. Alright. That's 9 points of damage to the zombie. You hear the unpleasant sound of zombie body breaking, but it is still not dead because it's a zombie.
Alright, and I'm gonna move. I'm gonna take
Oh.
a chance and hold my hand out and move up.
By the way,
One.
here we go.
What happened?
Music. Yeah. You're saying?
Yeah, she's gonna hold her hand out in front of her and move straight. Oh, straight. To
Huh?
see if she hits it into anything.
You come into a sweet embrace of a zombie.
Okay. And that ends her turn. She's just gonna stay there.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna just add attack to the campaign. Moving on. The zombies move. Well, the zombies are mostly confused. Some of them are going to attack the nearest target that they can smell and feel and touch. Meaning, let's say Trigger. I don't know why I'm rolling, maybe it will be a natural 20, it's not. Racine. It's a miss even against you.
They have disadvantage against me.
Why?
Because I can see in darkness.
Oh, sure. It was still a miss. And Elios, you feel one of the zombies trying to like claw your behind, but with your natural armor, it's more like it's giving you a massage.
It massages his behind.
And
Yes.
technically, you have no idea what else is happening because you can't see shit. Which means I'm actually gonna do this.
We can hear a lot of movement though, probably.
Sure, you can see.
Wow, it's really dark in here.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can see.
Sure.
By the way, I have full sight.
I'm happy with you. But because I am a poor boy who has no pro, I'm not gonna give you sight because I'll give sight to everybody.
I also have blind sight 30 feet.
Sure. I'll tell you everything that you can see.
And dark vision doesn't help in the darkness.
No, not in magical
Not-
darkness.
Alright. Liz. Wait, you said you had blind sight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You basically feel like more creatures are kind of approaching the darkness and they appear to be curious about it, but they don't perceive it as food quite yet. So That's good.
Okay. I'm gonna say telepathically more calming, just curiosity at the moment, and I'm gonna squeeze into the space where everybody is, and just tickle everyone's butthole.
As guess, you are as guess right now, yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. As gas.
All right.
That's all I do.
Sure. Interesting.
Well, what would I want to tell the others that I found out? What?
Oh, right. It's a teleportation circle.
Just one that lets people arrive here.
It's a teleportation circle. It lets you
Both
teleport.
ways, right? It's both ways.
No, but we can't teleport. There's no both ways. These are individual things that you teleport to. They don't teleport anywhere. Am I right in that understanding? Of a common teleport circle?
Of a common, yes.
Does it look common?
No.
No, does it? Wait, I'm asking out of character. I'm asking if this teleports you to somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know.
He didn't say that. Can I try and figure out how to maybe activate this thing to see if it goes anywhere else and it doesn't seem like a common one?
Sure. Make me another kind of check.
20.
You start reading deeper into the sigil, and your friends are kind of getting in the way. But you figure out that this teleportation circle has a set of triggers. If those triggers are met, it activates and teleports.
Okay. I will hand that over. This is a teleportation circle that'll activate automatically as soon as some triggers are met. I'll try and find out what they are, but they might be the pure of heart. Or the pure, in whatever sense. And, yeah. That's, I think that was my action, right? So, yeah. In that case, I think I'm done. At the moment.
Alright. Leos, you are feeling as some of the big fat zombies are poking into the darkness. They aren't eating you yet, but you do feel them brush against you. Well, against your gas city. What are your stats when you're in gaseous form? Like have AC and stuff? You're muted. You're still muted.
I only have resistance to non-magical damage,
But still 20 AC and stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And advantage on strength, dex, and con saves.
Sure. In this case, top of initiative, Zardas, we're back with you. You are aware of the zombie next to you because of the sounds and everything. And I guess you hear the approach of others because Leos is no longer blocking the way. But yeah.
Alright, I will stab the zombie next to me then.
Go for it.
It's gonna be. It's a disadvantage.
Straight roll.
Straight.
You hit a zombie, you don't kill a zombie.
Oh, come on.
You
I told you, we just wait for combat.
You kind of hit a zombie and you must have chopped up something important because next time you hit a zombie, the zombie is no longer there. Would you like to try again?
Yep.
That's a hit. Let's see. You hit a zombie. It's not going down.
Come on, fail that save.
Now it dies. Alright.
Level 17 character.
Yes, takes 4 hits to kill a zombie.
Wow. That is amazing.
Alright, any skills you wanna do?
That's it.
Alright.
Stand guard here while they figure something out inside. What's
Tracker?
going on in there, guys?
Hmm.
Telepathically.
I just told you.
Tracker, what do you do?
There's a zombie next to me, right?
Yes. Or you're next to the zombie, you're not sure.
No, one of them. Ooh, okay, 27, that's good. Yeah, I'm lighting Sun Warrior, and at the end of the turn I'll turn it.
And you kill it.
Okay.
Move, people, move.
Yeah, well, I'm the furthest back in the room. Can
All
I
right.
get further back?
Wait a moment.
If there was room to move.
Wait a moment. Please wait a moment. As you kill the zombie, your sim sees a sigil below you activate. And Melora, Rasim, and Traeger disappear.
Do I stay there?
Yep.
He was in our space, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
did.
he tickled
Say
everyone's
that I move into
In that
everyone's
case,
space.
you are still in the space.
Oh, okay.
Pure.
So Traeger, Melora, you find
Wait,
yourself
I'm
in.
still in their space or still in that?
You are in that room.
Oh, in that room. Okay, gotcha.
So Melora and Traeger, you find yourself in a room completely identical to the one you're in right now, except there are only 3 of you, there are no zombies, there's no darkness, and there is a 10-foot wide hall opening leading to a short hallway, which leads to, as far as you can tell, a door.
Technically speaking, we're out of combat.
Technically, yes. But for the purpose of this, you are in combat because everybody else is in combat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
know,
we wanted
but I'll
kind of like to
still-
talk.
Yeah, but I'm probably out of darkness, right? So I immediately shut off Sun Warrior.
Sure. Yeah, but you look around, there are no windows, so
This is solid in here. You can.
this
keep
is
it
all
on.
in here, yeah. It's just walls of, like that. As if somebody has a very nasty preference for wallpaper, and it's just like skeleton patterned wallpaper everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess at the end of my turn, I'll step out of the room into
Alright.
the corridor.
And Laura, what do you do? Because basically you didn't get a turn yet, you've got teleported there, you see Traeger walk out of the room, what do you do?
I guess I'll follow behind Traeger.
Alright. Okay. In that case, you, Leos, see, actually, like, put yourself where you are supposed to be.
Oh.
You're being very confusing. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Like-
almost as confusing though.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
I didn't see my token there, so I didn't think I could use my token while I couldn't see it.
I see. Okay, all right, makes sense. Yeah, but you see as more like all of these creatures kind of like start going up to you and Zardos, and not that one though. And actually, because you Zardos have killed one of them, they're gonna start gnawing on you. Because you don't smell tasty, but you are a danger. Alright, so these are straight rolls for everybody. I don't think any of them are gonna hit you unless I roll natural 20. Does 17 hit you?
No.
Alright. And this one, though... no, it doesn't help. Oh, wow! 23.
Yeah, that hits.
I'd be surprised if it didn't, you know?
It would just hit me if I put my shield up.
Ah, okay.
23 he's with Shield of Aldana.
6. You take 8 points of piercing damage as a dog's teeth clamp onto your foot, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, this is a good idea, no?
You don't get a +4.
Alright?
I assume.
It tries to like drag you down to the ground, but in your new vampiric form, you're strong enough to withstand the assault. And Leos, it is your turn. It's basically you and Zardos who is being currently assaulted by the undead.
Yeah. Okay, so nothing happened to me.
Nope.
I'm still in that space. So in that case, I'm alone in that 4 squares of the room currently.
There are
right?
2 corpses, but yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna drop gaseous form
Alright.
and get
As
my
you
body
drop
squeezed in
gaseous
there.
form and get squeezed into the room, you see the darkness disappear, and Rasim make me dexterity saving throw.
It's a huge
Why
fucking-
me? Why me?
You stayed in the room.
It's an 11. Why did I didn't stay?
Uh,
I didn't have a turn yet. Okay, that makes sense. So 11.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as suddenly you and the Kirin become in one room and you're kind of squished heavily by him.
I'm gonna use
Yeah.
my action to transform into a gaseous form again.
Alright.
And I'm gonna telepathically say, Zardos, move into the room. You're gonna teleport. Do it now.
I
Okay.
really hope he teleports. I really
Okay.
hope.
Otherwise, good game.
Rasim, what do you do?
I am going to try and squeeze out of this space somehow. like,
He
you know,
just gaseous
crawl.
formed. He just gaseous formed.
Okay,
Yeah.
in that case, I'm just walking out.
It was like, it kind of was so
Okay.
fast, you're like, "Oh! What the fuck happened?"
And it's gone.
Yeah.
And I'll also just step out and how tall was the ziggurat from the outside approximately?
From the outside, it would have been close to like.
What did we see? Like
8 kilometers.
If a pyramid is 100 meters wide, is it gonna be 100 meters tall?
I have no idea.
Depends on the. Well, you know, you can do this with the.
Let's see.
Depends on the angle.
139.
That's probably up to you to decide as the M.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I
wait,
think
wait.
it's instead of doing math, you can.
I'm not doing
Like-
math, don't worry.
That sounds like only Amavane would lawyer you into real mathematics about.
So the Cheops pyramid is 139 meters.
Yeah, I'm more just about its base.
Hmm.
No, it is wider than tall. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be like about 70, 75 meters tall.
That's how many feet?
2.
That's 3 times as much, 250 basically.
Oh, good.
Yeah, let's say it's like 330 feet wide and 250 tall. It is a ziggurat. It doesn't have to be built the same way as a pyramid.
I'm gonna say to Zardos, if it doesn't teleport you, let me know.
Alright, sure. I see. Alright. Let me check quickly. Does it have range? Oh, lucky for you. Lucky for you, Zardos. Lucky for you. What do you do, Zardos?
I'll step back onto the
Alright.
sigil and see what happens.
Pray to our
Go ahead.
gods.
You can't. Sorry. Here you go. Right, yeah, you step back into the sigil, using darkness to avoid any attacks of opportunity. Nothing happens.
You're dead. I fucking you. No, he's not dead. He's not dead. But this is gonna cost. I'm good.
Yes, I'm
It's
stuck
okay.
here.
Okay. Yeah, just survive one turn in there, okay? Just you know, you have to survive. No, you need to survive more than one turn, but.
Alright, Trigger,
You have a
you've
yeah.
seen, or heard more like Leos appear in the teleportation room and turn to gas. So you and Melora are standing in that hallway that leads up to a door that is about like another 15 feet ahead of you.
Door.
There is another sign at top of the door.
Oh no.
Reads in common.
It is not, well, it is technically common, yes. I'll make me an
It's
intelligence
written
check
in English.
if you want to read it. Yeah,
Sure.
kinda.
Sure.
16.
Trigger, it reads, "Do not trust the eyes that gaze upon you."
Oh fuck. This feels like the fucking shitty place that the Vec had again. It's not okay.
Melora, yeah, do you want to do anything else? Open the door, go into the
Well,
next room.
No, I'm not opening the door yet. I'm
Aw.
asking telepathically. So, do we have a plan to get Zardos in here?
Yes. I can't answer, sorry.
That's my turn, I guess.
Alright, and Melora, anything else you want to do aside from reading the thingy?
Can I look around the room? Do I see anything that would maybe resemble eyes or like anything?
There is no room, there's a door in front of you.
Or well, the room we're in.
You're not in the room, you're in the hallway. You basically
Oh.
imagine like there was a teleportation room you exited, there's like about a 30-foot long hallway that you walked, and then there's a door.
No, I'm not doing anything after hearing him ask about Zardos. I'm gonna wait until we're all here first.
For
before I-
reference, the door is skeleton themed. You're pretty sure it's made out of pressed skeletons, actually. Alright.
Pure calcium.
Zardos, you've got guests.
No, yes. Okay, yes. Okay, we're good.
So I'm just gonna go with Doggy first. Because I wanna go with Doggy
How
first.
is he dead? He's surrounded by undead.
You won't believe me, but the doggy bites you again for like 20 to hit.
That's a good doggy.
Shield.
Alright. And I mean, I guess I might roll no. And none of the zombies roll a crit, so they bounce off of your shield harmlessly. On top of the second level, Leos, what are you doing? Your gas.
Well, I would like to get out of the teleportation chamber.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
And move towards the others in my gaseous form.
Alright.
And it's literally the only thing that I can do.
Sure. Resim?
Yeah.
Well, fuck me.
Fuck you indeed.
So I can visualize a place because I've seen it before. So this is gonna cost a lot of spell slots, but
Okay.
I am dimension dooring back onto. Oh my god, is it gonna teleport me immediately? No, they're undead on it. It's okay. I will cast dimension door
Okay.
and teleport right down to Zardos.
Sure. Are there any rules for Dimension Door if you
There is
shunt
a-
into somebody?
Um,
Just nearest safe space, or
I mean, he has a
you each take 46 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you.
alright.
Now, the shit part about this is that I was gonna say this spot before you move them all in, but now it's not a good idea anymore.
Drop on my head.
Well, I mean,
No,
you
but
have no
also
idea
space
what is the inside of the room.
Yeah, so I would try and get to the back, but...
Wanna roll a D2, whether you go on top of the
Yeah.
corpse or on top of a zombie?
Yeah,
One
sure, what's
corpse, two zombie.
oh good. Almost. No, okay, 21 is not quite what I wanted to roll, so... Yes! Corpse! I just mistyped on
Sure.
the first time.
Alright. Okay. In that case, you appear
Right behind.
right next to Zardos.
I'll put my hand on his back and tell him telepathically, Hold on. We're gonna leave in a second.
Alright.
6.
This is so fucking expensive. Holy shit.
Zadis, anything you want to do on your round?
Dodge.
Feel I am getting held up and what?
Put you over there.
Well,
No?
Yeah, sure. I'll take the dodge action.
Alright. I mean, it literally doesn't do anything in the current
Yeah,
circumstances, but
No.
sure.
deck
Well, then,
saves.
yeah.
Deck saves.
Alright, so as it
You know
takes your dodge action, all the zombies take out necklaces of fireball.
Yep.
That
That'd
would have
be
been a
fair for
smart
any-
idea. Suicide zombies. Alright, is it the end? Are you taking dodge action?
No, I don't. Just because I don't like the dog, I'm gonna hit it.
Fair enough. Hit the dog. Straight roll. Yes, that is a hit. And you scourge the dog, it doesn't die.
Motherfucker.
You scourge it once more, it doesn't die.
Fuck this dog.
It finally rolls natural 1 on its save and dies. Just like you're stabbing it and you're like, your sword is kind of going through ribs and much of organs. There's not much to hit. But finally you disassemble it and... yeah! You also stab a random zombie.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, I assume everybody else just waits. So you're just gonna take 2 attacks from zombies, or attempts to attack you, which both... actually, one of them is a 17 to hit.
Miss.
And one tries instinctively to bite at disadvantage the seam. Actually rolls a 19.
Yeah, go ahead.
And what do zombies do? They don't do much. And you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as one of them can go and slams into you. And let's just say it's your turn. Pressing.
And I will dimension go us both upwards to the place I just visited.
Alright.
Fucking expensive shit.
And
At least we found a place where the undead won't come to.
And with this, the 5 of you finally reunite on what you assume is the 2nd floor of the ziggurat, in the hallway in front of a new door. Now I'm gonna go make some tea and eat. You have half an hour to plan how you're gonna handle this door.
Brilliant! Yes.
It's gonna be the rest of the campaign. Just us doing.
I'm gonna go wash the dishes, set up the oven.
Question: do I have enough space in here in my Kirin form?
You can squeeze, but it's gonna be pretty uncomfortable.
Okay. I think it might be a good time to cast some stuff on us, if we don't plan to take a long rest, a short rest here.
That's out of character. That is a legitimate question. I have 1 spell slot left out of 4 because of this. The other part of this is it's 1 hour for...
Everyone to come here.
Yeah, that's one part of it. I don't fear that part. I feel like Lady Khazar is out there doing her distraction thing.
Yeah, I don't think we have much
And
time.
our telepathic bond is gonna shut off in that time because it only
Yeah.
lasts an hour. So I can
Yeah.
recast it if we take a short rest, but we will lose our bond. I think I'm still pretty strong without spell slots, but I
Okay.
am definitely not as strong as
I'd agree that
Okay,
you're
whatever.
strong. I don't think you're pretty, but
fair enough.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think it is time for me
it's
dish
time to
out
seize it.
a round of freedom of movement.
What does that do?
Maybe it's not.
Freedom of movement. Our speed cannot be reduced. We cannot be paralyzed or restrained by magic. and we can use 5 feet of our movement to escape from any restraints that are non-magical.
That are non-magical. Okay.
Yeah.
Lost.
So I am going to cast that on Trego,
Man, I gotta remember all these buffs I have.
Zardos, Rasim, Melora, and myself. And let's pray that we don't go. That the next door is not a dispel everything door.
That would be fucking disgusting.
Alright, so the next door is like a new level, so when you buff it before doesn't count.
Shit.
Because, you know, it's loading a new location and game doesn't buffer your buffs. I don't have the calculating capacity for that. I'm joking. What else do you do?
Yeah, so everyone keep that in mind. It lasts for an hour, so let's speed through this shit here.
Jeez.
So yeah, we're gonna keep on walking.
I think we never have been this buffed up.
Yeah, never. For sure.
Never.
I'm gonna say if you're ever gonna buff up, this is the time.
Yeah.
Because there's a dispel door right ahead.
Yes! No. You know?
Remember those
yeah,
dispel
so-
Yetis?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you didn't read the full sign, just like a scribble underneath it. Do not trust the eyes that gaze upon you of the Dispel Yeti.
Mhm.
Excellent, let's go.
Alright. So, do you proceed to the door?
Yes. Now that everyone's here, I think it's fine to proceed.
Let's just quickly jump over here for a moment, and with your tokens on the map, considering that Deus is a fucking squeezing Kevin, please put yourself into the marching order you'd like to enter that. Because it might matter.
Wait, where's my token? Oh, there.
Whoa!
Ah!
I am the light.
Trigger, the light bringer.
I'm gonna go last.
Yeah, like this, and then you behind.
All right, because on this map, feet turns into kilometers. Your aura is 10 kilometers.
That's how it should
Yes,
be. That would be
please.
balanced. Can we?
I feel his presence.
And we,
Near.
I mean, the saving throw aura is too valuable to like divvy up and not get hit as much. So
Trigger walks through the valley, a random commoner in the house. Ah, I'm no longer dying.
life.
Alright, do I accept that marching order as your final choice? Alright,
Until death do us part. Yes.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Gash's form. Again after I cast all
Why?
the spells.
What? Wait, what? What the fuck?
Good choice.
Fuck.
Good choice.
Wait. What?
Let me do-
Where's you? There's the token.
Gash.
You ran away.
Fuck.
Gash is swallow.
Yes? Alright, there we go. And let me just fix it quickly, because otherwise I'm gonna be fixing your token every single fight, and I'm bored of it. You selected token, save changes. Alright. That's it, it should work. Alright, so Trigger and Zados, the brave vanguard, pushes open the door in front of you. And I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
Nice.
I would assume that this is a magical effect.
Yes.
Okay, that gives me advantage on that crap.
I have a 19.
19.
You have
Alright.
19 also.
11,
So that's
15,
15.
and a
30.
26. Sure, 30.
30.
So
Okay,
intelligent. So intelligent.
you,
Number 4.
all of you, find yourselves in a large room. It's unexpectedly large about 100 feet wide and almost 180 long. And it's just empty. Empty stone room, stone walls, and a door at the end of it. You go, huh? And you watch as the stone beneath your feet crumble and drift apart as purple tentacles are tearing this room asunder. You scramble onto your stones, trying not to fall, as you watch those tentacles wrap around the stones and rise, an eyeball at the end of each tentacle. And the other 180 feet away, at the edge of the room, the door bursts, as does the wall, as a massive, gargantuan beholder bursts into the room. This is what you see.
What do we see?
Yes, you're on the wrong map. This is what you see.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck! Oh my, that's cool. Holy shit.
Holy.
You know what? You know what? I don't trust it. I just go forward to where the door was.
Yeah, remember.
Roll
what's-
initiative, everybody.
Oh, dude. Oh. That's the wrong shit. Initiative.
No.
13.
$17.
Okay, roll initiative. Right. So we have Rega 17, Sim 15, Kirin, Molecleos 13, Zardos 9, Laura 3, and the Beholder one. A huge stat block for a beholder. Huge stat block for a huge beholder. Who goes here? And actions. Okay. Trigger. You are the first to go. What do you do? Okay. Did I freeze? Did he freeze?
No, you didn't freeze.
Trego!
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't realize it was my turn. Yeah, I'll move 10 feet up.
Alright, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
24.
You watch as Trega takes a step forward and starts falling. Last moment, you grab onto the ledge and hold on.
Well, that didn't work. Can I climb back up?
Yes.
Okay. So apparently this is real. Yeah. So are these like the platforms I could probably like jump to?
Yes, with your strengths, if you have, I don't remember the. Anybody remembers
Jumping,
the?
if you have 10 feet, you can
Yeah,
jump
if you have,
to your
yes, that's up to your strengths. But if you have a standing jump, I don't remember the rules.
It's a half that, I think.
Half that
right?
makes sense.
Yeah, it's in the compendium actually. Just let me take a look.
Can I
The beholder roars like devilish machine.
Yeah,
Can I
only
draw
half the
concentration on gaseous
Sure.
form?
Sure.
Okay.
Dragon.
Okay, so I could do this. Half. So half is 10 feet,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
20? Yeah.
10.
That count?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do. As I guess I don't have any actions since I did all that shenanigans, right?
Not really. I'm gonna say you have no more movement because you used a movement to pull yourself up, but you have an action.
Oh. Should I spring the shield now? No, I'll hold an action to attack if anything comes next to me, like
Alright.
any of the beholder stuff.
At the end of your turn, one of the eye stalks rises and turns towards Zardos. A yellow ray strikes at you, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I think you did get still the +4.
You do, but it is not enough, as Zardos is struck by the ray and is paralyzed where he stands.
He can't
He's
be
not.
paralyzed. Freedom of
Freedom
movement.
of movement.
He is paralyzed where he stands.
Ooh. Okay, that's interesting.
Rasim, it is your turn.
Close your eyes. We're walking on a normal floor. Trego fell on a normal floor and held on to nothing. It's all an illusion. Close your eyes and walk. And I will just start walking forwards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Does Rasim actually doesn't fall through the cracks?
You watch as Rasim kind of like does this cool move and hovers like an inch above ground and starts hovering across the empty space as stalks reach and try to grab him.
You think Jesus was cool walking in water? Watch this, guys.
Ooh, I can become beholder. Anything else you want to do, Rasim?
My additional feat of vision, it stays the same thing I saw previously?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I am just gonna look back over my shoulder and just, wink for them to follow and close their eyes.
Alright. At the end of your turn, another eye stalk rises in front of you and releases a beam towards Milora. I need Milora to make me a strength saving throw.
Are you using everyone's lowest stat?
I don't think Khan is Zardos' lowest.
No.
Milora,
Yeah,
you
it's
are
3.
gripped by an invisible force, but you burst free of it and is no longer affected by it. Lewis, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have any of that. I'm gonna, since no
Shut
one's
your eyes.
on my back, I'm just gonna dash forward till the end of the room. With like when I hover on like this position, and now I know I can go straight, and then I'm just gonna go straight. And
I'm
Go for it.
assuming with your eyes closed, right?
You stop over here
oh,
as you smack into the soft, resilient flesh of the beholder. You smack straight into its sleep, and you can see very close the dark ichor sipping between its teeth and the loud rumbling breath upon your scales.
Yeah, eyes closed thing is not working. I'm gonna close my eyes and try to move forward. Does that work?
It is indolent and
So-
unpleasant, but the flesh is unyielding.
Okay. So getting there would only have been not my complete movement.
Yeah.
Could I cast Dispel Magic on myself?
Actually, wait a moment. I need to read something quickly.
Yeah, I wanna. Since
No. No. Yeah.
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 I'm gonna try to target any like the mental thing.
Sure.
Effect.
Make me a spellcasting ability check.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's why did I think that would.
Kirin has dispel magic, right?
Yeah. That wait.
Yes,
Is it charisma?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's charisma.
Wisdom.
21.
Wisdom for Kirin.
No charisma. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, correct.
Kirin is a cleric, dude.
No, for the innate, it's charisma. That's why I got confused.
But you're using dispel magic. Dispel magic is one of your cleric spells.
Yeah, and literally nowhere else in my character sheet it says anything but charisma. That's why I got confused. Anyway, it's the same modifier.
It is. Yes, yes. But yeah, it has 2 spellcasting abilities.
Sorry.
Yeah. Alright, 21. You cast this spell on yourself.
Mhm.
And you're like, let this nightmare. It's not going away! It's not going away!
Yeah, shit. Can I use the rest of my movement to circle it?
Sure.
I have. Wait, I spent 85. No, how much did I spend there? Shit. That was. No. That was. I stopped here, right?
I think so, yeah.
So that was 75.
No, you didn't stop there, you stopped right in front of it.
Like here?
Right in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this. 35. So that's 10 more movement.
Which was basically you spent 100 feet of movement.
100?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna try to go there and try to circle it.
The surroundings, or more like the flanks of the beholder, are just undulating sea of humongous eye stalks that wriggle through the wall it broke through and leave no empty space to squeeze through. Maybe you could try and attempt it in a gaseous form, but there's really not much space left.
Okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I couldn't do anything else.
Alright. At the end of your turn, an eye stalk rises right next to Trago and blasts him. I need Trago to make a constitution saving throw.
He blesses me?
No.
A 27.
7.
No, you still fail.
That's cool.
Alright. You are enveloped by deathly energy. And I'm actually gonna roll this one with my... It's rolling application code, so it's gonna take too long if I don't. Wanna open up. You take 14 points of damage as you fight against the deathly effect, but are unable to completely negate it.
But 14?
Yes. And Zardos, it is your turn.
And I can't move.
You can jump, you can run, you can fly. Nobody's stopping you from moving. The floor is lava.
I thought I was paralyzed or something.
Oh, right, you're paralyzed. Apologies. Yes, you are paralyzed. In that case, please repeat me a Constitution saving throw. You're so tiny, I cannot see you. You're still paralyzed.
So that's
Setting.
You
so
are
20.
still paralyzed.
Good to know.
Yep. I double checked my maps. Alright. As you finish your turn, the beholder comes to movement as its mouth opens and it bites at you. Leos.
Oh yes.
However, with its humongous size, you manage to evade the bite, and the mouth snaps where you were just a moment ago. And it's gonna do 2 more eye beams. 8 and 0 at target number 2, which is gonna be Racine. That goes here. And target number 6, which does not exist, which is Leo's. Alright, so Racine, you make me a dexterity saving throw. Tell you what happens.
Can I?
And
choose to
Leo's, I mean, sure, but I mean, sure. And
I guess I'll roll.
Leo's make me a also dexterity saving throw. Alright, and
Yes.
it's
a
that
magical
one.
effect.
Yes.
Okay.
Or take. Alright, Racine, you dodge
11.
your green
Shit.
beam completely. And you, Leos, however, are hit by a black ray straight on the chest. And this is gonna be painful because you take 61 points of damage.
Oh Jesus. Jesus.
Ouch! That's a lot of damage for just imagining it.
This is real. What are you talking about? Racine has gone mad. That's what this intelligence saying throw for. See if you go mad or you don't go mad. Alright. That's the end of Beholder's turn, Melora. You just saw your friends being blasted by a humongous beholder so where? What would you like to do? By the way, Zardos is paralyzed right next to you.
Slap it.
Shit. I don't have any diamond dust on me to do that spell. Fuck.
What? Yes, you do.
I don't have it on my inventory.
Okay.
Oh, I have 1 charge left. Okay.
You should have way more, but you at least have 2.
Alright.
Is what my
Trust Zalem, he's the
what the
master of
back
our
says.
inventory.
the bag says it. I don't know.
That's what
Yeah,
the
but we did
bag
some
says.
before, but we'll discuss that a little. I'm still gonna wait, but I want to look at one of the eyes. Can I do a check thinking about what that cryptic message? Can I do an investigation to see if they're real?
Sure. Make me an investigation check.
Nope.
They're very real. And last time you gazed into such an eye, you died. I should stare at the camera, not at the monitor. You died.
Alright, I'm just gonna cautiously move forward, following Rasim's advice and close my. But I'm only gonna move forward a little bit. I want to stay in touching range of Zardos if he can't.
Make me a dexterity saving throw. Alright. You feel yourself falling. The last moment, you grab the ledge of the stone platform that you were standing upon, and you can pull yourself back onto it. If you want to.
Alright, yeah, I'll pull myself back up.
So that's 1 square below. And I'm gonna say you have like 10 feet of movement left.
I'll stay where I'm at then. I'm not gonna leave Zardos behind.
Alright, sure. Is it the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. At the end of your turn, one other eye stalk, the one that has just blasted Leos, I think? No, the one that blasted Traeger rises up. This time, however, it targets Rasim. Rasim, make me a Constitution savings throw.
After what I saw from the last one.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not resisting.
Right? You watch Rasim being struck by the beam. And writhes in terrible pain as he takes 36 points of damage. That was a legendary action. And Traeger, it is your turn.
I close my eyes.
Rasim is not looking good at this point. Well, actually, no, he's fine. Yeah, because he dodged the previous beam. Yeah, it looks fine. Sorry.
I close my eyes, just like you said. It's not real. This is all something I want to believe. And I walk forward.
Nice. Yeah. Make me dexterity saving throw as you start falling.
I'll fall. I fail. I purposely fail.
Alright, sure. You start falling. You all see Traeger just disappear, and moments later his screams are snuffed out by the sound of slithering tentacles. You're falling. We'll come back to you at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, however, the beholder is gonna shoot another eye beam, which is gonna be actually I'm gonna just go away from the map. You're not here anymore. Number 6 at target number 2, which is gonna be Rasim again. Strength saving throw, please.
Rasim just stands there.
Okay, one moment. Alright. You watch as Rasim is being gripped by unseen telekinetic force. And where's closer? And moved over there. Oh. Ah. 30 feet. Yes, that's it. Move that. Alright. And he's kind of being gripped and struggling against it. Beholder. Rasim, it is your turn. Wait a moment, let me check something. You are restrained. Yep, you are restrained.
I am to turn towards them, and can I figure out how I can? Can I try and figure out how one might break this effect?
Which
upon-
effect? You mean
Yeah.
this magnificent specimen of a creature?
Yes, that one. Yes, how we could break him together. That's what I'm trying to.
I
find out.
mean, stabbing things until they die usually works. Make me an intelligence check. Let's even make it an intelligence saving throw.
In that case, it's another +7
Uh,
because I have a
Oh, yes, right.
12.
Alright, because 6 and 1. I keep forgetting that
Yeah.
your item gives you extra stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
it's the rope. Of course, that gives
yeah. Let me think. How should I describe it to you?
I'm gonna quickly feed the cats in the meantime. I'll be right back.
You think hard, you struggle as much as you can, but you're being held by that invisible power, and it is too strong compared to you, and you have no ideas what you can do about it.
Oh.
This is hopeless. You're gonna die. Because you're an idiot and you don't believe if I tell you to believe. Can you stop? It's to say, hey DM, I reject your reality, substitute it with my own. It doesn't work. I'm the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I'm going it this way. This is nice. Gloomy, gloomy silence.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to speak out. And what I'm gonna speak out is remember what it said. Do not trust the eyes that gaze upon you. It might not be about sight, but it is about what you believe in. Try and find the truth. Oh. Okay.
Alright. Anything else you want to say? Because otherwise you do
No,
that
that's fine.
and at the end of your turn. Alright. At the end of your turn, the Beholder is gonna use its last legendary action to launch a beam number 1 at target. No, beam number 3 at target number 1. Leos, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. 1 second. 16.
You are afraid of this creature. Its size is so immense and colossal that if you had no chance fighting against Oko, well, you had a very hard time fighting against Oko. What chance do you have against this?
So, question.
Yeah.
I know that I have consumed something that would make it impossible for me to get frightened.
Sure. Make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, yes. Question. Can I use
Yes.
one of my legendary resistances on this?
Not on this. Because you don't technically know that you should use it.
Okay.
Well,
Well, You've seen some very scary magic recently that you didn't know existed. Apparently some things are beyond some peddly, medley, poor fists.
Is it my turn?
No, it is not. It is your turn.
Okay. Well, I wanna. I wanna use my action to inspect this, if this is actually real.
Go for it. Make an investigation check.
Come on, natural 20. Yeah, 15.
It is real. You feel your body ache from the pain of the damage this creature has done to you. And so far, not you, not any of your friends have done anything to it. And by the way, Treg is dead, most likely. Anything else you want to do? Oh, you have your movement because you spent your action to investigate.
So I know that there was a door behind it. How far can I go with my movement to get as close to the door as possible?
I mean, you have like 20 feet on the map before you are gonna stick into the body, so that's as much as you have.
Okay, yeah, in that case I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, so about there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's as far as I will go.
Sure. Zados, please make me Constitution saving throw. You're just loving the encounters with beholders. I'm making your life so fun.
Yeah.
Ain't I? Alright! That's what you needed. You are no longer paralyzed.
Yeah. Good.
Good on you. At the end of your turn, the beholder's turn starts. And so it starts blasting. Beam number 3, creature number 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, Treg is gone, so it's gonna be you, Zardas. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Don't pull that shit.
Look, you don't fight my things, I'm gonna make you fight my things. Alright. For a moment, you are struck by fear, but you fight it off.
Did you roll earlier?
Hmm?
Never mind.
I need Leos to make me a dexterity saving throw as a blue beam streaks towards you. Alright, and you dodge that beam. And the last beam is beam number 9 for... Of course it's Racine. Why wouldn't it be Racine?
What does it
Let's
do?
see. How many hit points are you at right now? After the last damage you took?
1 second. Where is he? I am at 105.
Alright, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Did I press? Oh, there it goes.
Oh, come on, stop dodging my disintegration rays! Fuck.
I've got plenty of HP.
Alright, you dodged that crap. Alright, and then the end of Beholder's turn. Milora, it's your turn. You see that Zardas has fought off the paralysis, but your boyfriend has just jumped into the endless pit of ice stalks, and you cannot see or hear him.
She's just gonna keep repeating the phrase over and over in her head, what they read. Don't trust the eyes, don't trust the eyes, don't trust... And, don't trust the eyes. And I'm gonna try... Let me see which thing In proximity, how close is one of the stalks next to me if I go to the end of...
About 15 feet, I'm gonna say. Yeah, 10, 15 feet. I say 15. Because it's awesome. It up in the air. Go, Power Ranger. Check, don't think you're dead.
I'm going to lightning lure on this stalker. If this is fake, this will go through.
Alright, go for it. And I don't remember, is it a deck roll? Do I make something?
Strength saving throw.
Thanks, roll. Why? Oh, it's, yeah, okay, sure. Alright, does it bring it to you?
Yeah, it would pull it
Alright,
closer
yeah.
to me, I think.
Your lightning lure whips around the eye stalk, electrifying it. That's the first damage in, because none of the beholders, that's 25 damage. And I can't change the map, sorry, but I'm just gonna say that you bring the eye right next to you.
Alright, I'm gonna call out. We can damage the eye. And then I'll step back
Alright.
a bit. I'll take an attack of opportunity if...
Eye stalks can't make attack of opportunity, but yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Fucking piece of shit. At the end of your turn, Beholder does another black ray, and of course it targets Rasim.
Nice.
Make me dexterity saving throw.
Nice, best ones. 10.
Oh! Ha 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 ha! That's gonna be painful. You up?
we see-
No, that's a low roll.
That he's hit?
Yeah, you see him be blasted straight in the chest with a black beam, and you see his flesh kind of like start basically dying as you take 40 points of necrotic damage. Halved 20, you have resistance.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, well, it's still 20 points of damage. I roll very low. Alright. Trigger. The start of your turn, you start falling.
I'm still with my eyes closed.
Sure, you feel yourself falling. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I choose to fail?
Sure.
Yeah, I let it happen.
You
This is
feel
not-
yourself
this is not a con-
slide off of slimy tentacles as you plummet into the depths of this room. At one point, there become so many of them that your fall stops and you feel the pressure of the eye stalks on your body. Let it go, and they crush you. You're dead.
Okay.
Seriously? Okay.
I mean, that was my shot of trying to get it.
Fair enough. Well, alright. I mean, I don't know why you. Guys, if you don't want to play, just say okay with
No,
TPK.
I do. I just think like, okay, maybe I'll try and
Alright,
do
sure.
this. Oh shit, it didn't work.
I mean, I don't. This is not gonna be verifiable, dude. Alright.
I don't have
At the end of your turn, one more eye stalk beam. That's beam number 2 at target number 5, which does not technically exist, so I'm gonna reroll. Target number 5, target number 6, sure, target number 1. Leos, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. 19.
Why 19?
Magic.
Oh,
Advantage
right,
on
magic.
magical saves.
Alright, you are not paralyzed.
Mhm.
For you. And Rasim, it is your turn. You are being held by the telekinetic ray. Well, wherever you are.
Let me think long and hard. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and struggle to move forward.
Yeah, let's see. That's, I think it's strength savings now, or maybe it's just.
I don't know.
Yeah, make me strength savings now.
9.
You're still restrained. It's like, guys, this is your final battle of the campaign. You're fighting the one-eyed god.
Why do we not even have
Why are you not trying? You have. All right, I forgot to turn the
No,
combat
no music.
Okay, whatever.
no
Fuck
combat music, no combat feeling. That's how it works. Also,
All right. One more eye beam. End of your turn. Beam number 7. Target number 3. Wisdom saving throw for Zardos. You're gonna hate me for this.
Stupid wisdom saves.
oh, nice.
You fall asleep.
Actually, I can't.
Why?
Can't be. Thought we realized last fight that I couldn't actually be put to sleep.
Oh, right, because you're undead. You do not fall asleep. Right. Alright, well, you don't fall asleep. Good for you. In that case, Leo, since your turn.
So this thing has paralyzed.
Oh, yes. Wisdom saving throw. Wait, are you paralyzed? I don't remember.
No.
Oh.
No, but I saw
You're afraid.
that it,
Right,
that
you're
it
afraid.
paralyzed
Yes.
my friends, even though it was impossible. This all piles up to being so illogical to me. I wanna see if I can use my action again and try to discern if this is an illusion.
Go for it. Make me an investigation check.
16.
It's not.
Well, that's the end of my turn.
Sure. Zardos? The party has kinda drifted apart a little bit. You haven't really started making any progress towards stabbing this thing.
Let's see which one of these eyes was shooting the disintegration beam.
It's gonna be bottom left eye.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot that one.
Go for it, yeah, sure. What's AC? I think. Oh, yep, that's a hit. Wanna shoot it more?
Yep, trying to take that eyeball out or blind it or something.
Your second arrow goes way past as the stalks are kind of undulating. And the third one arrow hits straight in the eye. It's gonna be 24 points of damage. Yeah, you see the eye stalk heavily bleeding. It's almost destroyed actually at this point. You might need a little bit more damage.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Alright, in that case I spent all my legend. Oh yeah, Beholder's turn. Oh, why not? It's Fear doesn't give you any advantage, right? On attack rolls. No. Okay, wow. 18 plus 5, 23 to hit on Julius as a beholder attempts to bite you. And it bites you for 13 points of piercing damage.
30 or 13?
1-3.
Thank you.
And also shoots 2 more eye beams. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. 1, 2, 3. Zarda, sorry, make me a Constitution saving. No, Dexterity saving throw. And Milora, make me a Wisdom saving throw. Alright, Zardas, you dodge your beam, and Milora, and you. What was the beam? And you are once again struck by the ray of fear, but you shake it off. That's a very good roll. And since Milora, that's your turn. Yeah.
God, I seriously have no idea. You know what? I'm gonna look at the beholder. Is the beholder staring at us?
It changes its orientation, I guess you could say. Not much, but like it stared at Leos when it beat him, and it definitely stares at whoever is currently in the center of attention.
Alright. Is the eye stalk within touching distance of me?
Yes. Currently, yes. No, you kind of have to reach out, but it is within 5 feet.
Alright, I'm going to try and shocking grasp the tendril.
Oh God! Yeah! You sent one of the most powerful discharges of lightning you've ever created. It is almost comparable to your 9th level Cold Lightning. And you just watch as the eye stalk bursts into chunks of eye goodness as the beholder roars in pain, and you see the tentacles that held the eye kind of slithers down into the floor. So this eye is dead.
That's all that call lightning level 9 I was charging up.
Yeah. Anything else you wanna do? Move somewhere?
I don't think I can. I guess I can try to get onto the platform over diagonal from us over here.
Go for it. Alright. Trigger is dead. Rasim, it is your turn.
I am going to struggle against my binds.
Right. That's gonna be another strength thing for you.
Yep.
Oof. Cool. Last time before the Beholder, you saved on the first try against its kinetic ray. Today is not your day. Wait, when do I get to move you? Oh, right. Yeah.
I think it's on my turn, so I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you
yeah,
move.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move you there. Alright.
Also, we have an issue, and that it is my time has, I guess,
Time has come?
already here. Yeah.
Well, we have 5 more minutes. Let's see if we can figure this out. Meanwhile, Liz, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna turn into a gas cloud and then start moving behind it and try to get to the door.
Okay, make me an, let's say, acrobatics check to try and make through.
For gas cloud?
Yep.
I can fit into 1 inch of space.
Sure.
Okay, sure. 4.
Toss
Not
a
in this
coin.
case. The problem is not that there is no space. The problem is that most of the space is... basically, when the tentacles of the beholder rub together, the slime sticks to each other, and when they depart, the viscous membrane between the tentacles prevents you from moving through.
Oh, that's the end of my turn.
Sure, that is.
Hit this tentacle, hit this eyeball some more.
The same one? Ugh.
Yeah.
Why did you... Ugh. Ugh. Oh yeah, alright. So that's the third arrow you've sent into that left bottom eye, which you... It doesn't burst, but the beholder screams out in pain once again as gushing blood. It hides this eye under the ground.
And Rasim's being held by tentacle.
Not by tentacle, he is supported in the air by an invisible force, like by telekinesis or something.
Oh, is there one of the eyes seem to be looking at him? Yes. Guess that one ear or
It's
something.
gonna be It's gonna be actually the eye that is looking at him. This one, if you can see my.
Yeah. Then I'll shoot that one.
All right. That's a hit, and I think I have one more. Some damage. And then once actually no, the first arrow hits. The second one actually managed to hit like the eyelid of the eye and slides off. Do you want to move somewhere?
No, I'll stay here, but...
Alright. As you...
Yeah.
Alright. As you do that, you watch as the giant beholder kind of flickers and disappears. The floor becoming solid, empty, uninteresting. Treg is just lying on the ground like this. And this is where you go like, I must have been asleep. And you watch Rasim standing not here, but over here, in front of a short stone pillar, as liquid pours from a broken jar that stood upon it. And inside Rasim, you see remnants of a humanoid brain that you have just smooshed into nothingness with your ancestors' abilities.
Okay. Can
And
I?
that's where we're gonna end for this week.
Okay. Thank you very much.
What?
Bye.
Right.